Then Gu Mo opened his own properties panel. Character, Gu Mo. Level, 2nd level 3rd level, 210W 700/300W. Occupation, Swordsman, S rank. Talent, Jianxian, A rank. Strength, 547 plus 420. Strength can affect the damage caused by professionals to others. Physique, 367 plus 610. Physical physique affects a professional's stamina and ability to resist beatings. Speed, 438 plus 210. Speed can affect the running speed of the professional or the speed when using weapons. Mental power, 247 plus 110. Mental power can affect the probability of being hypnotized and charmed. Spiritual strength, 3500/18500. S level 2nd level gains 1000 spiritual strength points for each level upgrade. Assignable attribute points, 0 points, 100 free attribute points reward for each level of S level 2 level promotion. Skills, Lucky Drop, S level, Unthinking Sword, S level, Step Forward, S level, Sword Raising, A level, Killing Strike, A level, Floating Slash, B level, Wind Treader, C level, Sword Spell, C level, Qing Long in the Sleeve, C level, Thrusting, E level, Slashing, E level, Probing, E level. Equipment, Titan Ring, Platinum, Titan Armor, Platinum, Floating Lightsaber, Gold, Goblin Mask, Gold, Boots of Elvis, Gold, Bull Demon Bracers, Gold. Just relying on the superposition of these platinum and gold equipment attributes exceeds 1,000. That's why all pros are keen on fighting careers. As long as you are lucky and get a piece of gold equipment in the next instance, your attributes will be greatly enhanced. Of course, others will not be as luxurious as Gu Mo. Just a second-order professional has platinum-level equipment, and it is also the best quality equipment in platinum level. Gu Mo looked at his property panel with satisfaction. Just relying on the superimposed attributes of the equipment is stronger than the attributes that you originally have. S-Rank Lucky Drop, YYDS. After harvesting these rewards, Gu Mo directly stepped out of the copy of the Tower of Purgatory. When Gu Mo appeared in the stadium, the audience burst into amazing cheers again. Gu God! Gu God! Gu Mo, you are my God! Gu Mo! Gu Mo! Even Director Yin, who has always been serious, stood up with the audience at this moment and shouted Jianxian together. The principals of the other schools looked at Bai Chen enviously. It would be great if there was such a genius in my school. Gu Mo was extremely calm listening to the overwhelming shouting. He waved his hand lightly towards the audience. These things are false. Strength is the foundation of this world. If it weren't for his own strength, he wouldn't get so much praise. One day, the world will see the style of the swordsman. At this time, the principal Bai Chen and the director of the Education Commission Yin flashed directly to Gu Mo. I saw Director Yin excitedly holding Gu Mo's hand and said, "Student Xiao Gu, you created my history of Linhai. You are the first single person to clear the Hell Dungeon in our Linhai College entrance exam. Your score is very promising to hit the champion of Shanghai Province. You've given us Linhai a sigh of relief. We Linhai are close to Shanghai City. If you can win the provincial champion this time, you will be the pride of our Linhai." Bai Chen also patted Gu Mo's shoulder excitedly. "You kid. It's the hidden strength that makes me worry in vain. After a few days, the invigilators from all over the world will be able to know the ranking after the results are counted. You kid, go back and prepare. There will definitely be many famous schools to recruit you." Gu Mo smiled calmly and said, "I'm afraid Shanghai City won't be able to get to first place this time. Thank you for your support today. I am the first in the dungeon rankings of the Tower of Purgatory. If you can't get to first place, then you have nothing to say." When Director Yin saw that Gu Mo had achieved such a great achievement, he was not arrogant or arrogant. Good boy. Neither humble nor arrogant. Has the demeanor of a general. I finally have a juvenile genius in Linhai. If you can enter the top 3 colleges and universities in the country, you may also be promoted to the 3rd tier. Then, Gu Mo left the stadium amid the cheers of the crowd. Other college entrance examination candidates looked at Gu Mo with envy. How wonderful it would be if I could have such a powerful strength. One person and one sword directly overturned the hell-level copy. It has also been recognized by the director of the Education Commission and the principal. Although Gu Mo's college entrance examination is over, everyone else's college entrance examination is still going on. The screen directly projected images of other students fighting hard. Some people are happy and some are sad. Not everyone is Gu Mo. Most of the college entrance examination candidates are injured and sadly withdraw from the copy. Some of them either became a mercenary and disappeared in the crowd, or repeat 1 year again, rely on the 3rd grade copy to improve the level, and take the college entrance examination next year. After Gu Mo walked back home, he took out all the platinum grade Titan chains. I hope this swallowing can swallow up the skills of the Titan chain. God bless. That's right, Gu Mo wants to directly feed this platinum grade Titan chain to the floating lightsaber to devour. As he said, Gu Mo slowly put the floating lightsaber and the Titan chain together. Floating lightsaber. Devour me. System tip: devouring the platinum titanium chain will get 10,000 energy points. Is it swallowing? 10,000 energy points. As long as the floating lightsaber devours this Titan chain, it can be directly upgraded to a platinum level weapon. Devour. A dazzling light instantly covered the Titan chain and the floating lightsaber. After 5 minutes. System tip: congratulations to the host, the floating lightsaber has been successfully upgraded to a platinum level weapon. All attributes have been increased by 40 points, and the range of the spirit sword has been increased to 100 meters. System tip: congratulations to the host, the floating lightsaber successfully devoured the Titan chain, gained 100 points of strength, and obtained the active effect of the Titan chain, which can temporarily double its own strength, physique, and speed attribute points for 10 seconds. Cooldown, 1 day. Finally, the platinum weapon. All attributes are increased by 40 points again, and also successfully obtained the active effect of the Titan chain. And with the fusion of the floating lightsaber and the Titan iron chain, the speed attribute points can also be doubled. I have one more trump card. Floating light sword. Quality, platinum, 390/10W. Strength plus 300 points, constitution plus 100 points, agility plus 100 points, mental strength plus 100 points. Sharpness plus 60%, crit chance plus 10%. Effect 1, Devour. 10 weapons of the same level can be swallowed to improve the quality of a rank, with no upper limit. Effect 2, Refinement. There is a chance to obtain its attributes and effects in the swallowed weapon. Effect 3, Spirit Sword, which can be controlled by divine sense, and sword moves can be used within 100 meters. Effect 4, the casting speed of Kendo is increased by 100%, and the power of Kendo is increased by 70%. Effect 5, Swordsman's Wrath. After use, the strength, constitution, and speed attribute points are doubled, lasting 10 seconds, cooling time, 1 day. Gu Mo happily looked at the floating lightsaber in his hand. Before entering the high school, you have reached the platinum level weapon. After entering the high school dungeons, you will be able to advance to the diamond level and the king level weapon sooner or later. After 5 days. The results of the college entrance examination in Shanghai province are finally announced. And the first place on the ranking list is written with the word Gu Mo. First place, Gu Mo, School, Linhai No. 3 Middle School, Occupation, S-Level Swordsman, Clearance Time, 7 minutes and 20 seconds to clear the Hell-Level Purgatory Tower, Points, 110W. Second place, by Jianxian, School, Shanghai No. 1 Middle School, Occupation, S-Level White Magician, Customs Clearance Time, 25 minutes and 40 seconds to clear the Hell-Level Purgatory Tower, Points, 110W. Gu Mo looked at the online rankings, and the corners of his mouth twitched slightly. Shanghai Province Champion. Finally got it. I didn't expect someone to clear this hell-level dungeon. Sure enough, you can't underestimate the professionals in the world. The long-lost system ringtone also arrived as promised. System prompt: congratulations to the host for winning the first place in the college entrance examination competition. Reward: S-level physique, Jianxian transparent body. A burst of golden light surrounds Gu Mo. With the fusion of the transparent body of the sword, the invisible sword intent appeared in Gu Mo's room. This sword intent even directly destroyed the furniture in the room. It turned into powder directly. Gu Mo quickly took back the sword intent emanating from the transparent body of the sword heart. Kinks and transparency, S-grade. It can increase the host's kendo power by 200%, kendo talent by 200%, comprehend sword intent speed by 200%, and kendo display speed by 200%. Hiss. The effect of this sword heart transparent body is too terrifying. The kendo power and kendo casting speed increased by 200% are extremely powerful. Not to mention the kendo talent and the speed of comprehending sword intent increased by 200%. Although I don't know what the use of these two features is, I will definitely use them in the future. With the news that Gu Mo became the provincial champion, residents of Linhai City exclaimed and celebrated when they heard the news. This is the first provincial champion in Linhai. And it was more than 3 times faster than the second place. Directly crushed the second place. Principal Bai Chen jumped up from his chair when he received the news. This is definitely the most glorious day in the history of number 3 high school. When Director Yan heard the news that Gu Mo became the provincial champion, he wanted to go to Gu Mo's house to celebrate on the spot. You have another chance to go to the next level. All thanks to Gu Mo, the lucky star. There is even a reporter who knew the news for the first time and went to the campus of number 3 middle school to interview. The students of number 3 middle school who were interviewed looked proud. Gu Shen is the strongest person in my 3. He is not only extremely handsome, but also super powerful. Gu Shen is my idol. God? The reporter was stunned when he heard the name. God? Gu Mo deserves the title. This is the first provincial champion from Linhai. A piece of news appeared everywhere in Linhai. The title is undoubtedly all about Gu Mo. The first arrogant in Linhai, powerfully win the provincial champion. Gu Mo, I can get 1.1 million points because the copy can only get so many. Let's get closer to the life of Gu Mo, the strongest high school student in Linhai. Gu Mo's phone is ringing constantly. Almost all came to congratulate Gu Mo. Either he wants to curry favor with Gu Mo, who is the first day in Shanghai. Either a local company in Linhai wants Gu Mo to be their spokesperson. Gu Mo refused almost all of them, and even the phone was directly turned off. Director Yan and the principal of number 3 middle school even visited Gu Mo's house in person and were so excited that they were incoherent. Gu Mo, why is your phone turned off? Congratulations on becoming my first provincial champion in Linhai. This is a reward from the province. 10 million yuan, a gold-level weapon. There is no swordsman's equipment in the city, so I can only reward you with 5 million and a villa in the city center. Principal Bai Chen also said excitedly. Gu Mo, today is the proudest day of my life. You know it's more difficult in school, and you can only reward you with 1 million. Gu Mo lightly followed Director Yin to thank him. Thank you Director Yin and Principal Bai for their hard work. Gu Mo had no expectations for these rewards, and money was no longer attractive to him. Gold-level weapons are just nourishment for the floating lightsaber. Seeing Gu Mo's calm appearance, Director Yin blushed. How could I not be as good as a high school student? After the congratulations, Director Yin said in a serious tone. It is estimated that in a few days, all the top 10 colleges and universities will come to your 3rd middle school to recruit you into the school. Actually, my suggestion is that you enter Shanghai University. Shanghai University has faintly gained the title of the first university in recent years. And Shanghai University is one of the oldest universities that has existed since the fusion of virtual reality. There must be a lot of research on swordsmen in it. This may be helpful for you to advance to Tier 3 in the future. Seeing Director Yin thinking of himself so much, Gu Mo felt a warm current in his heart. Well, Director Yin, if Shanghai University comes to recruit me, Shanghai University must be my first choice. After the three people finished talking, Director Yin and Principal Bai also left Gu Mo's house. 3 days later, Gu Mo came to number 3 middle school after receiving a call from the principal. Are colleges and universities finally recruiting in advance? As soon as Gu Mo entered the school, he saw Principal Bai, who had a bad face. Principal Bai, which colleges did you come to today? Principal Bai let out a long sigh and said resentfully, Today is the last day of the special recruitment. Only people from the 7 Schools Alliance came to number 3 middle school. Gu Mo said suspiciously. 7 School Alliance? Didn't the top 3 schools come? I saw Principal Bai shook his head. Maybe they're coming later? At the beginning, you rejected the special recruits of those 3 schools. I'm afraid they will make things difficult for you today. With my grades as the champion of the province, there is no reason why the top 3 schools in the country should not come to recruit me. There is still half a day left for the college to approve in advance, and there is still hope for myself. Gu Mo followed Principal Bai to the VIP room. As soon as he entered the VIP room, Gu Mo found several old faces. These people are the teachers who came to recruit them the day before the college entrance examination. Seeing Gu Mo entering the room, the teacher of Suwon University suddenly said strangely, Welcome to the provincial champion Gu Mo. Why didn't the teachers from the top 3 schools in the country that you wanted to join me to recruit you today? Several teachers on the side also echoed. It seems that Gu Mo is destined to be disappointed. I didn't expect that the top 3 universities in the country wouldn't even recruit the provincial champion. Haha, who made this provincial champion a swordsman profession? The last swordsman recruited by Aoki University is still at the 2nd rank 2 years later. When the Principal Bai Chen heard the yin and yang strange words from these teachers, his heart burned with anger. If it wasn't for Gu Mo's future, I would have hated these sanctimonious teachers long ago. Isn't that just rejecting their special move? Still so stingy. Gu Mo completely ignored the words of these teachers. Go straight to a chair and sit down. The teachers of Suwon University were even more angry when they saw that Gu Mo ignored him at all. Gu Mo, don't you want to wait for 2-3 colleges to recruit you? Let me tell you clearly, I came to Huaxia Middle School to recruit you today for the sake of your provincial champion. I didn't expect you to be so ignorant. All the schools in the 7 School Alliance will not recruit you today. Just wait until you go to a school other than top 10. At this moment, a cold female voice came from outside the door. Who said I wouldn't recruit Gu Mo at Shanghai University? And I, Beiyuan University, are also willing to recruit Gu Mo. I'm sorry, I'm so far away from Aoki University. Hearing this voice, the arrogant teacher of Suzhou Hangzhou University just now lost his voice. Actually, all the top 3 colleges and universities in the country are here. There was a hint of joy in the headmaster Bai Chen's eyes. This is a slap in the face of the teachers of the 7 Schools Alliance. The door was pushed open, and 3 powerful professionals appeared in front of them. This breath is at least a powerhouse above the 5th rank. The girl on the far right with a sweet appearance and an excellent figure said domineeringly. The 7 School Alliance? Actually bullying a high school student? It's embarrassing to say it. Just because you are also a top 10 university in China? Then he turned to Gu Mo with a soft face and said, Introduce myself, I'm Wei Shiwening, Dean of the School of Weapons of Shanghai University. The burly man beside Wei Shiwening, with a strong muscular body, also sneered loudly at the moment. How many of you 4th-order teachers are still bullying a little baby? Did you live on a dog? You people, I, Beiyuan University, disdain to be called a top 10 university with you. The most feminine man among the three looked at the seven-school alliance with disdain at the moment. Since our three schools are here, you guys from the seven-school alliance should leave. The teachers of the seven-school alliance were directly speechless by the three men. The top three colleges and universities are the only existences they can look up to. This is a natural oppressive force. The amount allocated by Huaxia alone is more than the amount allocated by one school to 7 of their schools. Not to mention the dungeons held by their 3 schools and the Tianjiao that came out. This is something that the 7-school alliance can't compare with them. This is also the point that these 3 schools have been attacked. The resources obtained by these 3 schools are the best in China. Any one of their 3 schools has hundreds of copies. Like an ordinary university may have several copies. The skill books contained in its library are as high as tens of thousands or even hundreds of thousands. In the past, the 7-school alliance also tried to ban these 3 universities. But any one of the deans of these 3 colleges directly suppressed the 7-school alliance. Of course, the teachers and students of these 3 schools are also the main force in resisting aliens, monsters, and eradicating the cracks in time and space that appear in the wild. These 3 schools alone account for 30% of deaths each year. They deserve such a resource. Gu Mo's hanging heart at the moment also fell. All top 3 colleges and universities are here. Gu Mo directly greeted them one by one. Hello, teachers. Seeing Gu Mo's image and temperament, the 3 teachers nodded their heads in satisfaction. Wei Xuaning said directly, "We don't talk too much nonsense, we all set out our own conditions, and then let Gu Mo choose by himself." The other 2 teachers nodded in agreement with Wei Xuaning's words. President Wei is still so straightforward and forthright. It seems that your Shanghai University values Gu Mo very much. You even came here in person. In that case, everyone should state the conditions set by their school. The teacher at Aoki University said confidently, "Gu Mo, if you join me at Aoki University, I am willing to give a swordsman S-level skill book for opportunities to enter the dungeon every month and the guidance of the top second-order great perfect swordsman. My Aoki University will also give you all the swordsman information." Among these 3 schools, Aoki University is the one with the deepest research on the profession of swordsman. S-rank skill book. 4 chances to enter a dungeon every month. Rao is also surprised by Gu Mo. This Aoki University is too generous. The other teachers of the 7-school alliance were also surprised that this Aoki University actually wanted to recruit swordsmen. The last swordsman made them spend a lot of resources and did not upgrade to Tier 3. Then the strong teacher from Beiyuan University also said slowly, "Gu Mo, our school can also provide 4 copy opportunities per month, and our school also gives 2 S-level swordsman skill books. I heard that Gu Mo's other 2 professions are also S-class, right? If you join our Beiyuan University, then this thing can be given to you now." I saw the brawny man take out a shining jewel. I saw the teachers of the 7-school alliance exclaimed, Is this a career conversion stone?" Wei Xuaning's pupils shrank and muttered, "I didn't expect you Beiyuan University to value Gu Mo so much." Gu Mo also looked at the colorful gems curiously. Career conversion stone. That is the legendary red-level treasure. Professionals can have the opportunity to choose a profession again after use. Unexpectedly, Beiyuan University is more generous than Aoki University. Wei Xuaning also offered the conditions of Shanghai University at this moment. Gu Mo, our school is willing to give a swordsman transfer monument, the insights and experiences of swordsmen of the past, and an S-level swordsman skill book. And this year, our Shanghai University has recruited all the champions of the provincial capital. Presumably Tianjiao like you should not want to miss the competition with these Tianjiao? As long as you have the opportunity to enter the dungeon every month, as long as you are strong enough, our school will also give it. Hiss. Swordsman's Career Change Monument. That's a rarer item than a career conversion stone. Moreover, if the swordsman profession wants to be transferred, the swordsman transfer monument must be required to advance. Of course, if a swordsman wants to be promoted to Tier 3, he will definitely not be able to change careers with just this item. By the time the 3 teachers from the top 3 universities finished speaking, the teachers from the 7 School Alliance were too shocked to speak. Why do these 3 schools value this promising swordsman professional student so much? The props given are so rare. Compared with the conditions they gave, I and others have reached the extreme. At this moment, the teachers of the 7 School Alliance are not leaving, and it is even more embarrassing to stay here. The teachers of number 3 middle school are looking forward to which college GU-MO will choose. The conditions given by these 3 schools are really too generous. GU-MO also thought about it in his heart. Judging from the awards given by the 3 schools, they are all sincere. Aoki University not only has the advanced experience of the second-order powerful swordsman, but also the school with the deepest research on the swordsman profession among the 3 schools. Although Beiyuan University has given 2 copies of S-level swordsman skills, 4 copy opportunities per month, and a career conversion stone. But none of these things are what I need. Shanghai University gave the swordsman's career transfer tablet required for subsequent advancement, but did not give a copy opportunity. The copy opportunity has to be fought for by yourself. Shanghai University actually recruited all the champions of the provincial capital this time? And this system quest is generally triggered by encountering a strong enemy or completing certain achievements. Shanghai University is also close to my home. GU-MO has already begun to look forward to meeting the national talents. He already had the answer in his mind. In the expectation of everyone, GU-MO slowly said the school he wanted to go to. I choose Shanghai University. Thanks to the other 2 teachers for their attention. Hearing this, Wei Xuaning's eyes flashed with joy. Finally, the entrustment of that girl has been completed. Finally, I didn't make a trip in vain. Hearing GU-MO's choice, a hint of helplessness flashed in the eyes of the other 2 teachers. Another provincial champion was robbed by Shanghai University. Now that GU-MO has chosen a school, let's go. Farewell. After that, the 2 teachers from Beiyuan University and Aoki University left the VIP room directly. At this time, Wei Xuaning looked at the teacher of the 7 School Alliance badly. What? Both Beiyuan University and Aoki University have left. What are you still doing here? Do you want to practice with me? A monstrous weather radiated from Wei Xuaning's body. The terrifying aura directly made the teachers of the 7 School Alliance have difficulty breathing, and their faces were red. Even some weaker teachers trembled in their legs. Humph! This is a little lesson for you. My Shanghai University students are not something that you garbage universities can bully. Hearing Wei Xuaning's words, GU-MO's heart warmed. The goodwill towards Wei Xuaning directly increased a lot. This is what a teacher should be like. The teacher of the 7 Schools Alliance knelt down and said to GU-MO, GU-MO, we know we were wrong. You have a lot of adults, let us go. If these teachers can be tough to the end, GU-MO might still admire it a bit. Unable to bear even a single coercion, GU-MO looked at them with contempt and said lightly, Mr. Wei, forget it. Sooner or later, I will clean up this group of scum myself. Get out. Several teachers from the 7 School Alliance fled the VIP room in a hurry, as if they had been granted amnesty. Then Wei Xuaning turned to GU-MO and said, I'm sorry, I've taken your place. I believe that with the strength of your wuxiang sword, you should be able to easily deal with them. After a while, the admission letter of Shanghai University will be issued to you. Since you have chosen our Shanghai University, you have to work hard. This time, the gathering of Tianjiao of Shanghai University should not be underestimated. GU-MO nodded and thanked Wei Xuaning. Thank you, Teacher Wei, for the reminder. I'm also looking forward to the strength of those geniuses. Then Wei Xuaning handed over the swordsman's steel and an S-class swordsman skill book to GU-MO. I look forward to your future performance. If I have something to do at school, I will go back first. Then, Wei Shiwening's figure flashed, and he turned into a shock and left number 3 middle school. At this moment, Principal Bai finally had a chance to speak. Shanghai University. Congratulations, Gu Mo. You are the first student of our 3rd middle school to be admitted to Shanghai University. That teacher Wei was so relieved just now. The teachers of the 7 School Alliance are really arrogant. Today is an eye-opener. The people of the 7 Schools Alliance are really rubbish. Gu Mo also smiled when he heard Principal Bai's words. People from the 7 Schools Alliance, but error. I still look forward to the strength of other provincial capitals Qingjiao. Then, Gu Mo looked at the jade box in his hand. Swordsman Transfer Monument. Quality, red. Effect, only the swordsman of the 2nd order great perfection can use it, and after using it, he will enter the swordsman transfer copy. Really? This is an essential item for a swordsman to advance to Tier 3. Then the system bell rings. Detection of the swordsman transfer monument, triggering the promotion task. Upgrade task. Please upgrade the host to Tier 3 within half a year. Reward, S-level talent promotion card X1, S-level swordsman skill 3 talented sword formation. The system finally triggered the mission again. Advance to Tier 3 within half a year? This time is more than enough. Moreover, after entering Shanghai University, the system will trigger the task again when encountering so many talents. After all, the university platform is much broader than this high school. Then Gu Mo looked at another jade box, which contained an S-rank swordsman skill book. System prompt, detected the S-rank swordsman skill book demon breaking style. Do you want to learn it? Study. Breaking magic, S-grade after use, it can be enchanted on the weapon. When the weapon hits the enemy, 10% of the enemy's maximum spiritual power will be deducted, consuming 1000 spiritual power, lasting 10 seconds, cooling time, 12 hour. Hiss. As expected of an S-rank skill. As long as the weapon hits the enemy will lose 10% of their maximum spiritual power. Just slash 10 times quickly. Then the enemy will not be able to use the skills within 10 seconds. Between the masters are often the winners and losers. These 10 seconds are enough to kill the enemy. This skill is perfect for dealing with opponents of comparable strength. It's really magic. Gu Mo happily watched the introduction of this skill. With the passing of the college entrance examination storm, more than 10 days passed in a flash. The time has come to the opening day of Shanghai University. During this time, Gu Mo also entered the depths of the Beimang Mountains to kill monsters. The level has also been upgraded to the 2nd and 4th level, and the attribute points are added in the way of 40 strength, 20 constitution, 20 speed, and 20 mental power. Then Gu Mo also sold the equipment from the copy of the college entrance examination, as well as the monsters killed during this time. Then I bought hundreds of silver-level weapons in Shanghai City. And the golden weapons that were rewarded in that province were all fed to the floating lightsaber. The current attributes of the floating lightsaber are already powerful enough to explode. The strength alone can add 450 points, and the sharpness is increased to 100%. With the fusion of the virtual world and reality, the summer vacation of the college entrance examination is only 20 short days. This is also to allow students to grow up in college as soon as possible. Only in this way can we ensure a steady stream of enterprising spirit of a professional. Shanghai City. Shanghai University. Gu Mo walked slowly into the gate of Shanghai University alone. As soon as he entered Shanghai University, because Gu Mo's temperament and image were really good, he was directly pulled by a group of senior sisters to register as a freshman. When they saw the word Gu Mo, all the girls were shocked. You are the champion of Shanghai Province, junior brother Gu Mo? Sure enough, he is as handsome and compelling as the rumors. That, junior brother, do you want to add a friend position? Actually, Senpai doesn't have a boyfriend. Gu Mo quickly escaped from being surrounded by girls. Thank you, my seniors. I'll say goodbye if I have something to do. This woman is like a jackal beast. Women only affect how fast I can draw my sword. Gu Mo followed the mobile phone map directly to the place where the freshmen gathered. That's right, Shanghai University's rule is to hold the freshman meeting first. The dormitory will be allocated after the freshman meeting is over. And what kind of dormitory you want to live in depends on your ability. On the playground of Shanghai University, a sea of freshmen communicated everywhere. Gu Mo stood alone in the playground and sat down. Just then, a familiar voice sounded. Gu Mo, I didn't expect you to choose Shanghai University too. This person is Jianxian Yue. I saw her wearing a JK costume and jumping up to Gu Mo's side. Gu Mo glanced at her in surprise, and he hadn't paid attention to Jianxian Yue since the summer vacation. Unexpectedly, she also came to Shanghai University. It seems that she ranked second in Linhai in the college entrance examination. What a coincidence, I didn't expect you to come to Shanghai University too. Jianxian Yue said proudly. Hey, the college entrance examination luckily killed the monster on the second floor. After a while, there were 6 teachers with astonishing imposing manners walking directly into the sky and came to the top of the playground. I saw a new student exclaimed. Look! The 5 deans and principals of Shanghai University are here. Is this the powerhouse above the 6th rank? You can walk in the air directly. Envy. I will definitely become such a strong man in the future. Which college are you going to choose? Of course it's the Weapon Academy. Goddess Wei YYDS. Isn't he fragrant when he chooses Yuwu Academy? Yujie is the most fragrant. No promise. Men should choose Battle Academy. Shanghai University is divided into 5 colleges, the Battle College, the Mage College, the Weapons College, the Hidden College, and the Imperial College. Each college has its own merits. Each college has a different focus. I saw an old man with gray hair said slowly. It's already 11 o'clock, so you must have all arrived as freshmen? First of all, let me introduce, I am the president of Shanghai University, Yi Zhenghua. Welcome everyone from all provinces to come to my Shanghai University. Entering Shanghai University is the best choice you have ever made in your life. After you have chosen the dormitory, choose the college the next day. Principal Yi Zhenghua. The legendary 7th Order powerhouse. The students in the underground looked at the powerful Yi Zhenghua with admiration. This principal is a powerful professional who has survived from the virtual fusion reality era. Defend against countless monsters and monsters in your life. Then a muscular man fell in front of the playground and said slowly, Boys, come with me. Come with me to choose your dormitory. This man is also a very strong man. The 6th Order Peak Bloodline Warrior. Dean of the Battle Academy's Pei Tian. A group of freshmen left the playground directly behind the strong man. After a while, everyone was led by Pei Tian to the bottom of a mountain in the school. I'll tell you about the rules of dormitory selection first. Shanghai University eats the weak, and if you want to get something, you can only rely on you to fight and snatch it. There are 1,200 freshmen this year, and there are 1,200 accommodation rooms in this mountain. From the bottom of the mountain, there are 8-person student apartments, 4-person rooms in garden buildings, 2-person rooms in pavilions and courtyards, and the only luxury villa on the top of the mountain. You can choose the corresponding room according to your own strength. Every residence except the student apartment requires students to kill the corresponding monsters to be eligible to live in. According to the housing, students can get corresponding points every month, and the points are equivalent to the currency in Shanghai University. Interesting. As soon as school starts, let the students start to compete. The only villa on the top of the mountain? Desire to win. While others were debating which room to stay in, the big man suddenly shouted loudly. Start. Gu Mo directly uses Windwalker, and the active skills of Elvis's boots are activated at the same time. Direct 200% speed bonus. Gu Mo rushed towards the top of the mountain like a ghost. At this time, seeing Gumo's speed so fast, these geniuses were also surprised. Who is this person? How fast is he? F***K, I know him, Gumo, the champion of Shanghai province. Is that the professional who chose the swordsman? He seems to have rushed to the top of the mountain. He doesn't know that the test of the mountaintop villa is a lord-level monster at the peak of the third order? Is that the grandstanding clown? In order to rank in the college entrance examination, I chose a swordsman who can't even reach the third rank. This kind of person is also worthy of entering my Shanghai University? Just as Gumo rushed out, another teenager hurried towards the top of the mountain. F***K, who is this person? This is Lin Rukin, the champion of Beijing province. F***K, Beijing's champion is also coming to Shanghai? Isn't the Beijing Lin family the first family of mages? At this time, these talents reacted. This room is one place less. Everyone is the arrogance of each provincial capital, who is willing to squeeze that 8-person room. Gumo passed away in a flash and came to the outside of the hilltop villa. The staff standing outside the door also looked surprised. Someone came to challenge the monsters in the villa? Every year, there are students who challenge the monsters in this villa, but none of them succeed. The monster inside is not only a third-order peak, but also a beast king who has survived for 100 years. Its attributes are already comparable to fourth-order monsters. Hope this student will not be killed by the bloodthirsty tiger. Classmate, are you sure to challenge the third-order peak monster beast in the villa? If you're not invincible, just recite silently and quit. Gumo nodded and stepped directly past the gate of the villa. Suddenly, the surrounding environment suddenly changed. A dark space appeared in front of Gumo. A huge tiger demon looked at Gumo's figure resentfully. Hey, I didn't expect someone to challenge me this year. I can finally taste the taste of human flesh. There is only this time of year to get revenge on these wicked humans. As a monster, I have been imprisoned here for over 100 years. The level has been trapped in the third-order peak. Gumo threw an exploration technique directly. Bloodthirsty tiger. Template, Lord level. Level 3 and level 10. Skills, Ghost Art, Tiger Roaring in the Forest, Blood Vaporization, Tiger Strike, Tiger Giant Wind Cannon. Description: the powerful tiger demon who has been trapped in Shanghai University for 100 years, resentment towards human beings has reached the extreme, its attribute value is comparable to that of the fourth-order monster, and the summoned ghost is even more difficult to deal with, it is a third-order invincible existence. The attributes of this bloodthirsty tiger are too powerful. But it's fun. I don't know what good things will explode if you kill it. Gumo directly pulled out the floating lightsaber. Just as Gumo entered the gate of the villa, Lin Rukin, the champion of Beijing province, also came to the villa. Damn. It's actually a step slower. Is this the champion of Shanghai province? Swordsman profession, even a commoner dares to challenge the villa area beyond his ability? Looks like we'll have to wait a while before we can challenge. Then another teenager came to the villa area and looked at Lin Rukin provocatively. I didn't expect the eldest young master of the Lin family from Beijing province to come to Shanghai University instead of Beiyuan University? You don't think you can kill the Lord Beastmaster of this villa area with a magician of yours? Lin Rukin also recognized this person at this moment and said without caring. Sure enough, everyone in the Xiao family is simple-minded and well-developed. Do you think you can kill the Beast King with confidence just by being a dragon blood warrior? Both of them are S-rank hidden occupations, and they are still the top talents in the provinces, and they are evaluated by the media as the strongest two in this generation. Outside the top of the mountain, several deans are also always paying attention to the scene of the freshman scramble for accommodation. Haha, I didn't expect that 3 geniuses would have the courage to challenge this hilltop villa this year. The dean of the Battle Academy, Pei Tian, laughed and said, It seems that the reputation of the bloodthirsty tiger in the villa didn't frighten these boys. I don't know if anyone can stay in this villa this year. I'm optimistic about Xiao Chu from the Xiao family. Even the Dragon Blood Warrior can be regarded as a top class in the S-rank class. What's more, I watched the video of this kid's college entrance examination, and his fighting talent is extremely strong. Jianxian, the dean of the Mage Academy on the side, stroked his snow-white beard and said, I'm optimistic about this kid from the Lin family. His mage talent is the best I've ever seen in my life. And he is the only one in the Lin family who has awakened to the same profession as that one. Dark Knight Mage. Wei Xuaning, the dean of the Weapons Academy, looked at the screen in the villa and murmured, I think Gu Mo has a good chance to kill this Beastmaster. His swordsman profession is also a top S-rank profession. Pei Tian on the side shook his head and said, although the swordsman profession is also very strong, this is the Beast King of the Third Order Peak. It is still the Lord level. Even when we were young, we were not sure to defeat it. Gu Mo is a commoner, and his heritage is still not as deep as those two children of aristocratic families. In black space, the bloodthirsty tiger let out a long roar and killed Gu Mo like a phantom. In an instant, he came to Gu Mo. Tiger Strike. The huge tiger palm shoots directly at Gu Mo. Step forward. Gu Mo also attacked the giant tiger without hesitation. A sword light flashed. Only a faint sword mark was left on this fierce tiger. And the powerful blow of the bloodthirsty tiger directly caused dents to appear on the ground. Directly shoot a crack that is dozens of meters long on the ground. Sure enough, the introduction will not lie, the attributes of this tiger are indeed powerful. Gu Mo put away his tentative heart. One after another terrifying sword and tint radiated from him. If the bloodthirsty tiger failed to make a single blow, it directly summoned dozens of light blue ghosts. You ghost. All are second-class ghosts. Azure of 5 slashes. A few piercing sword lights slashed directly at this ghost. Moment. These dozens of ghosts were instantly beheaded by the sword light. Turn into nothingness. Gu Mo murmured. Game over. I saw the floating lightsaber emit a faint silver-white light. Sword curse. Unexpected sword. Zhang. 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 A huge roar of swords resounded throughout the black space. The huge sword intent directly wrapped Gu Mo's whole body. Outside the top of the mountain, the deans who were arguing over who could defeat the bloodthirsty tiger felt that the sword intent was also looking towards the direction of Gu Mo's battle. Although the black space is isolated from the outside world, these deans are all 6th order and 7th order powerhouses. It is natural to perceive the scene in space. What? Why would a small 2nd order professional make such a terrifying attack? This is already touching the mood. This is the 2nd level to touch the artistic conception? It's so terrifying. Are we really missing something? Even if it is the strongest blow of that swordsman, it is impossible for Wuxiang to slash such a strong aura. This sword intent directly made the bloodthirsty tiger of the 3rd order peak feel a little shocked. Run. The 6th sense of the 3rd order beastmaster told himself that this attack must be avoided. Otherwise you will die. Instantly, the bloodthirsty tiger burned his own blood and wanted to escape. After images appeared in the black space. In an instant, the bloodthirsty tiger ran 100 meters away. Where did this monster come from? A 2nd order can issue such a powerful skill? With a flick of Gu Mo, the huge light blade slashed directly at the bloodthirsty tiger. Hum. The light blade directly hit the bloodthirsty tiger in an instant. The speed is extremely fast. The afterimage of this huge light blade still remains in the air. The bloodthirsty tiger was directly slashed by this light blade. Turned into a lump of powder. System tip: congratulations to the host for killing a level 40 Lord level monster, a bloodthirsty tiger, to get X500W of experience points, and a platinum level equipment, the blood cloak. 5 million experience points. Killing monsters for 10 days in the Beimeng Mountains doesn't have that much experience. Sure enough, the monsters in this dungeon have gained a lot of experience points. This bloodthirsty tiger is too powerful. There are also platinum-level cloak equipment. S-level lucky drop is strong enough to explode. Steady access to equipment. Gu Mo directly and calmly inserted the floating lightsaber into the scabbard. Then quickly put the bloodthirsty cloak into the storage space. System upgrade. A golden light flashed. Congratulations to the professional who has been promoted to the 2nd and 5th levels. Gu Mo also added 40 strength, 20 constitution, 20 speed, and 20 mental strength. Then it looks like this newly acquired platinum level equipment. Blood cloak. Quality, platinum level. Strength plus 200 points. Speed plus 200 points. Effect. The human soul can be made into a ghost, which can inherit all the attributes before death. Cooling time, 1 month. Although this equipment has only one effect, this effect is enough to defy the sky. It is equivalent to having a ghost who is 100% loyal to himself. Gu Mo put the blood-colored cloak directly on his body. At this moment, several deans were so surprised that they didn't know what to say. The bloodthirsty tiger was actually beheaded. This is definitely a monster. Even the swordsman from Aoki University back then couldn't use such a powerful move. The attributes of this bloodthirsty tiger are comparable to those of 4th order monsters. It's still a lord-level monster. It's so scary. This is simply against common sense, a 2nd order professional beheading a beastmaster comparable to the 4th order? Originally, they were still discussing who could defeat the beastmaster, but Gu Mo directly killed the beastmaster. Wei Shiwening was also shocked to the extreme at this moment. How come this Gu Mo is getting more and more evil? A surprise every time. As expected of that girl. Born strong. Well, I'll say Gu Mo can kill this bloodthirsty tiger. Pei Tian on the side. Where is this monster coming from? It can kill the 3rd order peak monster with a single blow. This top fighting talent must belong to my fighting academy. As soon as these words came out, Wei Shiwening quit. This is a student I personally recruited. Didn't you see that he's a swordsman? He should come to my weapons academy. You're a big boss who fights and kills all day long. Do you know how to teach good students? At this time, Su Mengyuan, the dean of the Imperial College, also said, I watched this video of Gu Mo's college entrance examination. He has a strong talent for Yuwu, so he should come to my Yuwu Academy. At this time, the principal Yi Zhenghua said slowly, They're all from the dean, and they're quarreling like a child. Let this little guy choose for himself tomorrow. Xiao Wei, you recruited Gu Mo this time to find a treasure for our Shanghai University. Maybe he can really create miracles and break through to Tier 3. The deans were also surprised when they heard Yi Zhenghua's words. The dean actually spoke highly of this kid. You must know that the person who received such a high evaluation from the principal last time was one of the pillars of China, Qi Hao, an 8th order powerhouse known as the Chinese god of war. Gu Mo left the black space after watching the attributes of the equipment. At this moment, the villa area is already full of geniuses from various provinces. They all want to fight for the right to live in this villa. Tinjiao, who was waiting outside at the moment, saw that Gu Mo came out so quickly, and he also showed a hint of contempt. Lin Riken murmured, It's not bad to be able to survive from the hands of the 3rd order beast king. Xiao Chu said with a look of disdain, I don't have the strength to come to this villa. I don't know how high the sky is. Get out of the way. I want to go in and see if this beastmaster is as powerful as the legend. Gu Mo looked at the people in front of him with a look of surprise. So many people wanted to snatch this villa? Gently said, I have already killed the monster inside. You guys should go and see if other rooms have been robbed. What? Xiao Chu immediately sneered. It's only a few seconds since you went in. Do you think I'm stupid? You killed the 3rd order peak beast king in less than a minute? You're bragging too hard. Even if I say it, I might not be sure to kill this monster. Lin Ricken said with a questioning face at the moment. Gu Mo, get out of the way. It's not a shame to lose to the Third Order Beastmaster. If you say that I can defeat it, I can believe it, but if you say that you can kill the Third Order Beastmaster in dozens of seconds, don't you think we are fools? Other Tianjiao also joined in one after another. They are also the strongest in the same age group in each province, and they are not sure that they can defeat the Beastmaster in it within a minute, let alone behead it. At this time, the staff who looked after the villa was also shocked to check the situation in the secret. Found that the secret realm is empty. There is no trace of the bloodthirsty tiger at all. Could it be that this young man really killed the bloodthirsty tiger of the Third Order Peak? Everyone, there are really no bloodthirsty tigers in the secret realm. Already beheaded by classmate Gu Mo. What? All the Tianjiao present at the scene were shocked and their minds went blank when they heard the manager's words. Really, killed the bloodthirsty tiger? It's less than a minute. Even he couldn't kill this bloodthirsty tiger in such a short time. Everyone immediately entered the secret space with a flash of body shape. There is still a trace of battle in the secret space. But the bloodthirsty tiger has disappeared. Only then did everyone believe that Gu Mo really killed this bloodthirsty tiger. Is the bloodthirsty tiger not as powerful as rumored? Hateful. One step slower. Everyone immediately walked out of the secret realm and quickly ran towards the mountainside. If it is slow, even the double accommodation may be robbed by others. Before leaving, Xiao Chu said angrily, Gu Mo, don't be complacent. You are just one step ahead of me to reach the villa area. The new student is waiting for you. Gu Mo shook his head, ignoring everyone's words. Although these people are also Tianjiao, they are also the champions of the provinces. However, there is also a gap between Tianjiao. With a single sword, you can instantly kill these in front of you. Why care about the provocation of these ants? Only your own strength is true. At this time, the staff respectfully handed the room key to Gu Mo. This villa has not been qualified for occupancy in several Tianjiao sessions. How strong is this young man in front of him to behead that terrifying beastmaster in 1 minute? Gu Mo, if you want to order food, you can ask a special chef to make it for you. Just pay the corresponding points. This villa will also have corresponding staff to clean it every day. You can just practice as much as you like inside. After Gu Mo took the room card and thanked him, he entered the villa directly. As soon as he entered the villa, a huge open space appeared in front of Gu Mo. There is even a swimming pool. After opening the door of the villa, Gu Mo found that this 2-story villa is very complete in every aspect. Luxurious decor, long corridors full of crystals. There is also a special training room. Available for students to exercise. Exercising to develop physical potential can also increase attribute points. Then Gu Mo walked towards the second floor. The balcony on the second floor offers a panoramic view of Shanghai University. Gu Mo stood on the balcony and looked down at Shanghai University. There was a sense of pride in my heart. Only with your own strength can you overlook the world. After a while, the selection of dormitories for freshmen was completed. At this time, the school also issued a notice, telling them to divide the points they have according to their strength. The first place is Gu Mo's name. First place, Gu Mo, points, 51,000. Second place, Lin Ricken, points, 10,000. Third place, Xiao Chu, points, 9,500. 1,200th place, Wang Ergu, 100 points. As soon as this notice came out, it caused a great uproar among the freshmen. The gap between the first place and the second place is too big. Why does Gu Mo get so many points? It's not fair. Even if he lives in the villa, it's impossible to give so many points. So 50,000 points can be exchanged for a piece of platinum-level equipment. That's why I only have 100 points. I can't afford to eat 3 dishes and 1 soup every day with this point. People are more popular than dead people. In the courtyard of the pavilion, Lin Ricken was also furious when he saw this list. From childhood to adulthood, he has been the pride of heaven, and no one has ever been able to compare himself. Now I have more than 40,000 points difference between myself and that Gu Mo. This is simply an insult to myself. Xiao Chu, who was also in the courtyard of the pavilion, was also angry at the moment. Damn, why does Gu Mo have so many points? And why does Lin Ricken have 500 more points than himself? It's just that I arrived at the villa earlier than myself, otherwise I would be able to defeat the Beastmaster. The provincial champions living in the pavilions and courtyards are also quite dissatisfied with this list. They are all provincial champions, so how can Gu Mo get 50,000 points? If they entered the villa first, they believed that they could also kill the Beastmaster. In previous years, the strength of the champions in each province is similar. Everyone is the arrogance of single-player clearance hell-level dungeon. Why is there such a big difference in points? In the principal's office at the moment, the deans are also staring at the reactions of the students. Pei Tian also said puzzledly at the moment. Principal, in previous years, the highest points a freshman earned was only 10,000. If you give Gu Mo 50,000 points, Gu Mo has already made countless enemies among the freshmen. Wei Xuening on the side also said worriedly. Yes, Principal, although Gu Mo is indeed stronger than others, but you have given too much. Principal Yi Zhenghua stroked his beard and laughed. It's this effect that I want. If I can't overwhelm the world, how can Gu Mo be able to step into the third order? Since these little guys are not satisfied with the distribution of points, then make the freshman competition earlier. The freshman competition will be held tomorrow. Hiss. It's actually a big competition for new students ahead of schedule. Let all provincial capital Tianjiao become Gu Mo's sword grinding stone. Just so that it can hopefully step into the third order. If other people know the headmaster's crazy thoughts, I'm afraid they will think the headmaster is crazy. These arrogances will be the top combat power of the human race in the future. Then the principal Yi Zhenghua said again. This is also the arrogance of polishing these arrogances. Pride without strength will only make them lost in praise. The reward for the first place in the freshman competition is 50,000 points and choose a platinum-level weapon from the treasure trove. The top 16 will be rewarded with 10,000, 9,000, 8,000 points according to their rankings. Then the deans went down to arrange the new student competition tomorrow. And when this notice came out, not only the freshmen were shocked, but even the previous sophomores and juniors were also surprised. It went viral on the school forums. Shock! The first freshman actually has 50,000 points directly. This new generation is so powerful. The freshman with the highest score over the years is only 10,000. Gu Mo? Freshman first? The swordsman's last glory? The only owner of the villa in the past 10 years was born today, a newborn Gu Mo. All the old students are quite curious about Gu Mo. It wasn't until someone picked up the video of Gu Mo's college entrance examination that everyone was convinced. Isn't this Gu Mo too fierce? He killed a Lord-level boss in just 1 month after changing jobs. The second-order leapfrog sword seconds the boss in the third-order state. Swordsman is too fierce. Wake up, the swordsman from Aoki University is also very fierce, but he is still second tier now. There hasn't been a third-order swordsman in 200 years, Gu Mo is probably useless. The principal is afraid that he wants to make Gu Mo a stepping stone for other talents. Some female students even turned into star eyes when they saw Gu Mo's handsome face. Instantly have a group of fans. This apprentice is too handsome. Senior Jianxian, I'm sorry, I'm already a student of Gu Mo now. This face value is enough to kill other freshmen in seconds. The fact that the freshmen were ahead of schedule was directly notified by the deans to the ears of the freshmen. The arrogance of the gods was already holding back a sense of dissatisfaction. Hearing the decision made by the principal, a burst of cheers rang out from the mountain where the freshmen were located. F***K, the principal actually started the freshman competition ahead of schedule. Now you can take a good look at who is the first day of Shanghai University. And look at that weapon. It actually rewards a platinum-level weapon directly. Only the top 10 will be rewarded. There are more than 10 provincial champions alone this time. The arrogant people living in the courtyard of the pavilion are also excited at this moment. They are all the strongest in the province. When I came to Shanghai University, I was naturally dissatisfied with the ranking just now. As an S-class professional, fighting? They are not afraid. In their opinion, only the most reasonable rankings are playing a decent game. 50,000 points for the first place. You can also choose a platinum-level weapon from the school's treasure trove. The treasure house of Shanghai University. There must be weapons that are very suitable for your profession. First, I am determined to win. Lin Ricken was also looking at the villa on the top of the mountain and muttered, "New students are ahead of schedule? Gumo? You can let everyone know when the freshman competition is over who is the first arrogant of Shanghai University. The prestige of the Lin family can't be destroyed in my hands." Xiao Chu, who was exercising, was also very excited at the moment. Gumo? Lin Ricken? The freshman will take the first place in the competition. Has the prestige of the Dragon Blood Warrior been so silent that the world has forgotten it? It actually ranks me behind Gumo and Lin Ricken. Gumo also got the news at this time, and when he heard the fierce cheers from Yamashita, the corners of his mouth could not help but twitch slightly. New students are ahead of schedule? My own points first? More than 40,000 higher than the second? The ranking given by the principal is very realistic. The first 50,000 points can still choose a platinum-level weapon in the treasure house of Shanghai University? I'm starting to look forward to tomorrow's freshman competition. Since these geniuses are so excited, tomorrow they will heal their wounded hearts. At this moment, the system prompt bell rang. System prompt. It is detected that the host is about to participate in the Shanghai University freshman competition, and the task is triggered. Suppress Tianjiao. Mission: suppress Tianjiao, defeat all the freshmen of Shanghai University and get the first place in the freshman competition. Reward: S-level exercises. Daluo sword cannon. S-level exercises. Seeing this reward, Gumo was overjoyed. This technique is the rarest thing ever. Unable to inherit, unteachable and unique. Cultivation techniques can not only improve combat strength, but also gain experience without killing monsters. If you can get a copy of the exercises, then this person is equivalent to lying down and leveling up. The effect of S-level exercises is definitely more powerful. The system has released tasks. It seems that we must win this new student competition. Then Gumo ignored other news and rested in the villa directly. The next day, Gumo got up early and came to the playground of Shanghai University. The playground is already full of people now. Almost all the senior students of Shanghai University came to the playground. This new class of freshmen is full of arrogance. Tianjiao from all over China has entered Shanghai University. That is quite interesting. In previous years, at most, only a few or a dozen provincial champions chose to enter Shanghai University. It's far from what it was this year. As old students, they certainly won't miss this event. I saw that there were already 16 arenas in the playground. At this time, Jianxian appeared in front of Gumo, wearing a JK miniskirt, showing her youthful beauty. Gumo, come on. I believe that you will definitely take the first place. Gumo also looked at Jianxian in astonishment. How would he compete in such a dress? Ah, woman. By the way, I didn't seem to see her when I chose the dormitory yesterday. Jianxian then said, I won't participate in this competition today. I know how much I weigh. Definitely won't make it into the top 16. I'll just cheer you on in the audience. At this time, Lin Ricken came to Gumo. Gumo, I hope to see your name in the round of 16. What I lost, I will take it back with my own hands. If you can't make it to the top 16 at the top of the rankings, then you'll slap the principal in the face. Gu Mo also responded lightly. I hope you can make it to the top 16 later. I'll make you understand the gap between us later. Xiao Chu also walked slowly to Gu Mo at this moment, looking at Gu Mo provocatively. Don't think it's amazing that you live in a villa. Everyone here is the champion of each province. You just arrived at the villa first. What you can do, we can do. Wait, I hope you don't meet me, or I'm afraid I can't help but beat you up. Gu Mo gave him a sideways glance. Dragon Blood Warrior? Really simple-minded. As soon as he heard the simple words, Xiao Chu instantly froze. I am the existence of full marks in the liberal arts. How can you be so simple? At this time, several deans of the school appeared on the playground. Pei Tian said slowly. Today is the first day of the freshman competition. We must first compete for the top 16. There is only one rule now. Whoever stands on the 16 arenas before 12 noon will be able to advance. During this period, all freshmen are strictly forbidden to use the spirit returning potion. Everyone has only one chance to enter the ring. Start the freshman competition now. Hearing Pei Tian's words, the audience outside the venue exclaimed. This rule is too exciting. Now the pressure is on these provincial champions. Who do you say will be the first to stand on the ring? Those who stand on the ring may be directly beaten by the wheel battle. After all, the students who come to Shanghai University are not weak. F***K, then it's bad luck to say that, Junior Gu Mo. Yeah, this Gu Mo ranked first in the freshman rankings. It must be very hateful. While the sophomores and juniors were discussing, the freshmen looked at you and I looked at me, and no one was willing to step up to the ring. Everyone here is not a fool. If the first one stands on the ring, he will be defeated by the exhaustion of spiritual power sooner or later. This is their first battle at Shanghai University. This is also related to the problem of resource allocation in the back. They have to be careful. At this time, Gu Mo slowly stepped into the ring. The projection screen moved directly to Gu Mo's handsome face. The audience outside the venue has already turned over the information about the arrogance of these provinces. Some people even set up gambling tables to bet on who can advance to the top 16. The one with the lowest odds is Lin Rukin. After all, he is the direct descendant of some of the most powerful families in China. And his strength is also amazing in the college entrance examination. The second is Xiao Chu, the S-rank Dragon Blood Warrior plus the Xiao family lineage. This identity is enough to make him the second most popular. And he also easily passed the Hell level copy in the college entrance examination. Originally, Gu Mo was ranked third, but due to the rules announced by Pei Tian, Gu Mo's odds go straight to the highest. Because Gu Mo is really too hateful, not only has a handsome face, but also received 50,000 points for freshmen. And live in the only villa. It will definitely be a model of being caught in the competition later. The person who bet on Gu Mo cried even more when he saw Gu Mo standing on the ring for the first time. Damn it, big brother, I bet you 1,000 points. Brother Gu Mo, why are you the first to stand on the ring? This is going to be out of the game. I feel sorry for my points. I knew I wouldn't press Gu Mo. This is the first one who came to the stage to court death. And the audience, betting on others, started shouting. Brother Cowhide, I will recognize you just for this courage. Finally someone dares to stand on the ring. Young man, still can't hold your breath. These people don't come to power as soon as possible. They are all provincial champions. Why are they so cowardly? Seeing Gu Mo come to power, the arrogance of other provinces is naturally not far behind. Go directly to each empty arena. They didn't bother to use the wheel to beat Gu Mo. What they want is to defeat him in an upright manner. This is the pride of their arrogance. 16 arenas were instantly occupied by the provincial champions of each province. Outside the venue was even more exclamations. Cowhide. This is the momentum that Tianjiao should have. Handsome. Jiao should not be afraid of the challenge of the week. There's a good show to watch. I wonder how many of the 26 provincial champions will be able to advance to the top 16. The deans above the sky also nodded their heads frequently when they saw that all the arrogances had also entered the arena under the infection of Guo. It seems that this year's students are all proud. That's not bad. No mob siege Guo. There are a lot of people who can reach the top of the mountain this year. This courage alone is enough to support them to set foot on the top of the mountain. Guo was surprised when he saw that these geniuses did not challenge himself. These guys are not bad at heart. The few people who clamored the most just now didn't even have a wheel battle to challenge me. Still a bit stubborn. It's a pity, if only challenge yourself. In this way, you can get the system reward on the first day. The effect of this S-level exercise Daluo sword cannon has always rubbed Gumo's heart. Gumo can't wait to see how the Daluo sword cannon works now. And the remaining provinces Jiao saw that the arena was full and began to choose opponents to challenge. I saw a cute girl holding a shield in front of Guo and said softly, "Guo, I'm going to see why you're number one." The descendant of the Feng family in Xiaolinchuan, Feng Kiki, the S-class Yufengshi, came to ask for advice. Guo smiled faintly. Someone finally came to challenge him. Guo, S-class swordsman profession. The audience outside the venue is also constantly paying attention to Gumo's situation. Finally someone challenged Guo. This person seems to be the provincial champion of Linchuan province. The first opponent is so powerful. Master of Yufeng. Heirs of the Feng family. Guo has encountered a hard bone. Is it the Yufengshi who is rumored to be able to kill people invisibly? One thing to say, this girl is too cute. She even wears a shield. At this time, the referee directly announced the start of the game. Guo slowly took out the floating lightsaber in his hand, put it directly on his back, and made a gesture of invitation with one hand. You move first. This girl has the courage to challenge herself first. Then let him show off her unique skills. Otherwise, it will take a second for her to wait, and she will have no chance. You are really a kind person. On the opposite side, Feng Kiki saw that Guo actually let him move first, and a burst of anger appeared in his heart. This Guo is really arrogant. Everyone is the champion of each province. How can you look down on yourself so much? Let me go first. You will regret it later. The audience was stunned when they saw Gumo's manipulation. This is too arrogant. Let the Yufengshi move first. Guo is too condescending. He doesn't really think he is number one, right? Laughing to death, this is the first time I've seen such a crazy new student. He won't think that the opposite is a soft and cute girl, and the strength is not enough, right? And Gumo's fangirl group saw that Guo was so domineering, and they countered. What do you know? It's called being a gentleman. Such a cute little sister, of course, let her make a move first. Guo is the first student approved by the principal himself. He has that capital madness. Junior Guo is too domineering, I love it. I saw Feng Coco, a small figure, slowly rise with one hand. A violent force emerged in her hands. One after another, icy hurricanes appeared in her hands. In an instant, a huge wind ball condensed. The breath of this wind ball is enough to make people breathless. Crazy wind technique. With a wave of Feng Kiki's little hand, these tens of meters of wind balls shot straight towards Guo. Hum. The sound of breaking air resounded throughout the playground. F***K, it's worthy of being a descendant of the Feng family. This technique of controlling the wind is absolutely amazing. As soon as he came up, he made a big move. It seems that Guo made this little sister angry. I don't know how Guo would resist such a violent move. Even if I'm tier 3, I wouldn't dare to resist this move head-on. I saw that Guo didn't mean to dodge at all, and the floating lightsaber slowly brought it in front of him. Gu Mo's attributes are extremely powerful, and he doesn't take this wind ball in his eyes at all. Azure 5 slashes. Zhang. 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 5 terrifying sword lights were cut out from the floating lightsaber. At the moment of contact with the wind ball was instantly cut in half. The blade slashed directly and accurately at Feng Qix's feet. This tough arena made of amethyst even showed slight cracks. Feng Qixi, who held the shield in his hand, froze in place. I surrender. At this moment, she also realized the gap with Gu Mo. His own attack can't do any damage to Gu Mo at all. The violent wind technique just now can't shatter this sturdy amethyst arena. Only then did she realize that Gu Mo was not arrogant, but really powerful. I let myself take the first shot just now in order to show myself my unique skills and have a chance to show my face. In an instant, Gu Mo's image became taller in Feng Qix's heart. This Gu Mo person is really good. The key is to look so handsome. Feng Coco bowed directly to Gu Mo. Gu Mo, you are very strong. I hope you can break through to Tier 3. Gu Mo also smiled faintly. You're not too bad. I hope you keep working hard. The referee was surprised to see such a powerful blow from Gu Mo. This is just the beginning of the ring and there are cracks? Wouldn't it just be scrapped if I had to go back to the arena a few times? In this round, Gu Mo wins and Feng Qixi is eliminated. The audience outside the stadium was also surprised to see that Gu Mo easily won the champion of Linchuan province. F***K, this Gu Mo is really a ruthless man. Even the amethyst stone ring was broken? I'm afraid that wind ball just now reached the 3rd order level, right? Did Gu Mo smash it with a single sword? Have you noticed that Gu Mo hasn't moved at all? I finally understand now why the principal ranked Gu Mo first in the freshmen. Just one move to kill the S-level professional who is also the provincial champion. It's so terrifying. The other players in the ring were also surprised. Is this Gu Mo so strong? Feng Qix's ranking on the freshman list is the top 20 existence. Was actually taken a second? Gu Mo is not to be underestimated. Their hearts are even more eager to fight against Gu Mo. Several deans also showed their joy when they saw that Gu Mo won the first battle of the freshmen so easily. This Gu Mo is here to bully children. Swordsman really lives up to their reputation. Basically, every swordsman is invincible at the same level. If he can really break through to Tier 3, we will have another top powerhouse in China. I hope so. Perhaps this little fellow will bring us a miracle. Later, another provincial champion did not believe in evil and came directly to Gu Mo's arena. The champion of Huaxia province, Jianxian, an S-class hidden assassin. Come and ask for advice. Gu Mo smiled lightly. Go ahead. I saw that Jianxian's figure suddenly disappeared. The next second, a dagger glowing coldly appeared behind Gu Mo. Hidden 13 slashes. A ghostly sword light appeared. Zhang. 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 A dozen sword lights appeared in Gu Mo's hands. He directly blocked his attack by relying on his kendo skills. What? The hidden 13th cut that he had no advantage in was actually ineffective. How can Gu Mo react so fast? You can actually see through my attacking moves. And it blocked my attack without any skill. This move directly surprised Jianxian. The next second, he felt a chill on his neck. I saw that the floating lightsaber in Gu Mo's hand was already on his neck. Jianxian was convinced by Gu Mo immediately. Worthy of being the number 1 handpicked by the principal. Immediately released the stealth state, clasped his fists, and said, I surrender. The referee shouted directly. Second challenge, Gu Mo wins. There were already countless exclamations at the scene. F***K, Gu Mo has another second. This is the direct son of the assassin family of the Li family. Gu Mo has seen through his moves. The 13 consecutive cuts just now were easily resolved by Gu Mo. It's so terrifying. His footsteps haven't moved at all. The invisibility of the Li family can't be found in the same rank. Gu Mo actually discovered Li Jingyan's existence based on his fighting skills. If this sword goes a little further, a provincial genius will ascend to heaven. And those students who bought Gu Mo and entered the top 16 were even more excited. Gu Mo is now 1 to 10. If Gu Mo can successfully advance, his points will be doubled tenfold. Several deans were very optimistic about Gu Mo when they saw this scene. This fighting instinct is the most powerful I have ever seen in my life. Just relying on this ordinary skill can stop the Li family's hidden 13 cuts. How powerful is this Gu Mo's attribute? We even fought 2 provincial champions and defeated them without moving a single step. Hey, the other little guys are afraid it will be difficult. I don't know if they are lucky or unlucky to be in the same era as such a genius. If you can step into the 3rd level, then this era is the era of Gu Mo. Afterwards, several people in a row, each with an A-rank hidden profession or an S-rank profession, stepped forward to challenge Gu Mo. But without exception, they were all defeated by Gu Mo's sword. There is no one who can force Gu Mo to move. These few battles directly made all the freshmen extinguish their thoughts of challenging Gu Mo. This is too strong. How to fight this? It doesn't feel like a level at all. Anyone who steps forward to challenge is defeated by a sword. And the pressure came to other players in the ring. They won't win as easily as Gu Mo. There are still more than a dozen provincial champions who have not played. Gradually, Tianjiao on the arena withdrew sadly due to lack of spiritual power. Only a few powerful Tianjiao still stand above the ring. Because of the strong performance in the early stage, no one dared to challenge Gu Mo. Gu Mo had no choice but to watch the duels of freshmen in other arenas. Time passed a little bit, and it was already the 12 o'clock deadline. Almost all of the 16 arenas on the field are occupied by champions from various provinces. Almost everyone has all kinds of scars on their bodies. The clothes are even more broken than a few good pieces. This made the girls outside the field feast for the eyes. Only Gu Mo can't see any trace of previous battles. Of course, most of these are halfway challenges. At the beginning, only Tianjiao, Gu Mo, Lin Yuchen, and Xiao Chu were left in the ring. Lin Yuchen is also disgraced at the moment, and there is not much spiritual energy left in his body. Xiao Chu's face was full of excitement. His dragon-blooded warrior's characteristic of becoming more and more brave in battle gave him a great advantage in this battle. Several deans looked at these teenagers in the ring and couldn't help but comment. Sure enough, it is the blood of the Xiao family. With the strength of fighting more and more bravely, there will be a place for him in the future of China's strong. That kid from the Lin family is not bad either. He was born a mage and he still managed to last till the end. I have to say, Gu Mo is the smartest one. He punched him with one punch to avoid 100 punches. No one dares to challenge at all. This also has to have absolute dominance. If he hadn't killed the opponent with a single sword every time, there would not have been a situation where no one dared to challenge him. At this moment, Pei Tian also turned into a shock and came to the playground. It's 12 o'clock. The 16-strong competition for freshmen is over. The top 16 will be rewarded with points. Then Pei Tian read out their names one by one. The audience outside the venue burst into applause. Without him, this matchup is really good. All the geniuses in the country gathered in Shanghai. It is equivalent to the people standing on this arena are basically the strongest 16 people in the country this session. Gu Mo. Gu Mo. Gu Mo, I love you. Lin Yuchen is the most handsome. The pride of our mage. Fart, only fisting to the flesh is the charm of a man. Chu Bao rushes. And the crowd who pressed Gu Mo was also extremely excited. I usually work hard to earn a few hundred points, but after hitting Gu Mo today, it changed from 10,000 to 10,000. This is enough to buy a gold-level weapon in hand. The dealer, on the other hand, was full of resentment. I didn't make any money at all because of Gumo's 10 times odds. It even posted a few hundred points. With Su Mingyuan, the dean of the Imperial College, summoned an emerald green bottle. The faint brilliance emanating from this bottle directly enveloped the entire playground. Some freshmen recovered immediately after they were exposed to this brilliance during the competition in the ring. Everyone present felt warm and instantly full of energy. This is Dean Su's bottle of life and death. It's worth watching the newborn competition this time. I absorbed the spiritual power of the bottle of life and death for free. In an instant, I feel full of blood and resurrection. Now I even want to rush into the third-order monsters and fight. Life and death bottle. One thought of life, one thought of death. This is exactly what Su Mingyuan drives. Not only can it emit the brilliance of healing people's injuries, but it can also emit extremely poisonous gas. This poisonous gas can even kill the fifth-order monsters in an instant. Gu Mo felt this faint brilliance and was very surprised. Seeing that she was wearing a light green skirt, Yuji fan Su Mingyuan said coldly, "Since your spiritual power and injuries have recovered, let's have a 6-to-8 competition in the afternoon." The crowd quickly replied yes. At this time, Lin Ricken came to Gu Mo. "I'm looking forward to playing with you in 16 and 8. I hope you will be able to exert your full strength by then." Xiao Chu also stepped forward and said solemnly, "Gu Mo, I recognize your strength. But if you don't show any real skills against me, then you will definitely lose." Gu Mo smiled lightly. "I hope you all don't meet me. Otherwise, the direct son of the Lin family and the direct son of the Xiao family will stop at the top 16, which will embarrass your family." Then Gu Mo turned around and left, ready to eat. At this time, Chen Qingyue and Feng Kiki ran to Gu Mo's side and wanted to have dinner with Gu Mo. As soon as the two women met, they stared at each other hostilely. The person on the other side has a problem. Gu Mo came to the school cafeteria surrounded by the two girls. In the playground, Lin Yuchen and Xiao Chu became sour when they saw the scene. He is obviously so heroic in the ring. Why is there no girl invited to dinner? Is he more handsome than us just because of Gu Mo? At this time, a burly female warrior came to the two of them and said shyly, "Xiao Shueti, Lin Shueti, can I have lunch with you? I'm a junior in junior year, and I can be your guide." Xiao Chu and Lin Ricken looked back. What the hell, having dinner with girls? Don't eat it. Run away straight away. Why are Gu Mo invited to dinner or Miss JK, as well as soft and cute girls? When it comes to us, this is a devil muscle girl. Is appearance the most important thing? In the blink of an eye, it was time for 16 to 8 in the afternoon. Under the leadership of Pei Tian, this 16 to 8 competition is determined by drawing lots. Gu Mo took the lead and took out the note inside the box, which showed exactly number 1. Lin Ricken and Xiao Chu are number 3 and number 8 respectively. He looked helplessly at the number in his hand. Damn, I didn't get the number 1 draw. And the number 1 draw was by Yaochen, who was ranked number 2 in Shanghai province. S-class hidden occupation white mage. He also relied on his powerful strength to win one of the top 16 seats. The smile on Bai Yaochen's face couldn't be restrained when he saw Bai Yaochen hit number 1. Gu Mo. It is you, an opportunistic commoner, that makes me only second. Let me suffer so much humiliation in vain. Do you know how I spent the 10 days after the college entrance examination? Today, I can finally regain my first throne. My white family name. The audience outside the venue was also very excited to see this scene. They have heard Bai Yaochen's name countless times in Shanghai. S-class talent plus S-class professional white magician. The direct descendant of the Shanghai Bai family. When he awakened his talent at the age of 16, he was designated as the next generation head of the Bai family. It was even later recruited by Shanghai University. His martial arts talent is known as the best in Shanghai. It was not until the appearance of Gu Mo in the college entrance examination that he fell from the altar. With the beginning of the 16-8 competition, another senior classmate opened a bet. The bet is who can make Gu Mo move. This is enough to see the affirmation of these senior classmates for Gu Mo's strength. There's a good show here. It's actually Shanghai's first and Shanghai's second. It's been a long time since I saw that the Bai family was unhappy, and every day there was propaganda that the first son of the Bai family was the first person in Shanghai. Gu Mo go 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 go. Beat him up for me. This guy doesn't look very good, and he looks like a stinky fart. Gu Mo may not be able to beat him. There is no virtual person under the reputation. S-level white magician coupled with S-level instant talent, this is definitely 1 + 1 greater than 2, 5. After the top 16 draws the match numbers, Pei Tian said directly. Since that's the case, then the first match between Gu Mo and Bai Yaochen. Gu Mo doesn't really care who he fights with. It's all about a sword anyway. Both sides went straight to the ring. This time the arena is not only made of amethyst. On top of it, there is an array to increase defense. A faint light radiated from the ring. The formation is on. The game is over only when you voluntarily admit defeat or lose consciousness. 35. Bai Yaochen took out his staff and looked at Gu Mo in front of him with venom. Haha, don't you think that you won't be the first in Shanghai and you'll be arrogant after defeating a few rubbish? Today I tell you, you are sure to lose. The humiliation on me, I will doubly put it on you. If you take the initiative to admit defeat, then you will avoid suffering from flesh and blood. Boy, is this resentment so big? I just took the title of the champion of Shanghai province. Why do you hate me so much? Most of the child is sick, and he must be given a big fight to keep him awake. Gu Mo said lightly. Do you know why you are number 2 and I am number 1? I'm number 1, that's because that dungeon only has so many points. You are the second, that's because you only have that strength. It's useless to talk too much, see the real chapter under your hand. Bai Yaochen suddenly laughed and said, Do you know the horror of the S-level white magician with the S-level instant talent? 39. Today, I will step on the light of your first freshman to correct my name. After speaking, a thick white smoke filled the ring. Obscure mist. This thick fog directly made the audience unable to see the situation inside. It's the mist of confusion in the Bai family. Doesn't this thing take a long time to cast spells? S-rank instant talent is so terrifying. This fog of obstructing can not only interfere with the enemy's sight, but also directly have the opponent's attribute points. 39. What I'm pressing is that Xiao Chu can make Gu Mo move his footsteps, blood loss. The moment the fog of confusion dissipated, Gu Mo felt that his attributes were directly halved. White magician. Attributes halved? If it's just that, it won't win me. The attributes of the equipment stack alone have exceeded my original attributes. At this time, Bai Yaochen slowly snapped his fingers. Thousands of black crows appeared behind him. The art of black poison. Gu Mo wait to die. If you shoot first, there is still a chance to beat me. Blame you for being too careless. The champion is mine. The audience was shocked when they saw the crows in the sky. The students with intensive phobia closed their eyes in fright. This is the black poison technique of the Bai family. This can also be instant? How else can you play? This is the famed skill of the Bai family. Every crow is highly poisonous. Even if the crow is killed, the poisonous gas it emits can directly kill people of the same level. Several deans in the sky were also bright when they saw Bai Yaochen's instant casting move. The talent of this boy from the Bai family is probably the best of the Bai family. Even if his father came to use this black poison technique, he would have to accumulate energy for half an hour, right? 35. The power of the white magician is that it takes a lot of time to complete the power. This is combined with the instant talent of S rank, which is simply invincible at the same rank. I don't know how Gu Mo would deal with this situation. Gu Mo looked at the thousands of poisonous crows coming from the shop, and the corners of his mouth were slightly raised. The Bai family's famous stunt? Today I broke this stunt. These crows are made of spiritual power. Just in time to try out the new magic breaker. Just at the moment when thousands of crows are about to touch Gu Mo. The floating lightsaber in Gu Mo's hand moved. Shone. 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 Countless sword lights shine on the ring. The powerful sword intent even caused a fissure to appear in this formation. The moment these crows came into contact with the sword light, they suddenly turned into nothingness. When the white fog dissipated, Bai Yaochen, who thought he was going to win, saw that Gu Mo was still standing on the ring, and there was no trace of poisoning. Surprised on the spot. How is this possible? Obviously my black poison technique has already hit him. Why is he still standing on this arena? Unexpected sword. With a big wave of Gu Mo's hand. 5 powerful sword lights slashed directly to the soles of Bai Yaochen's feet. Faced with this result, the audience was in an uproar. Damn it! Gu Mo, is this the stunt that broke the fame of the Bai family? Did you see the sword light just now? That sword light directly formed a blockade and chopped up the thousands of poisonous crows. How the hell is this done? Isn't it rumored that the poisonous crow can emit deadly poisonous gas even if it is crushed? 35. Absolutely. Gu Mo's footsteps still haven't moved. Years. Bai Yaochen looked at the sword mark under his feet in despair. Do not. I haven't lost yet. The rule is that as long as I don't lose consciousness and surrender, it's not a loss. I don't believe you can resist my second black poison technique. Just when the audience thought that Bai Yaochen had given up, thousands of crows filled the sky again. Go! Kill him for me! Thousands of crows pounce on Gu Mo again. Gu Mo, who had already retracted the floating lightsaber into the scabbard, saw that Bai Yaochen still wanted to fight, and his eyes froze immediately. This Bai Yaochen can't afford to lose too. The audience at the scene also cursed when they watched Bai Yaochen summon the black poison technique again. This Bai Yaochen is too shameless. Obviously Gu Mo has slashed the 5-sword chi to his feet. He actually wants to fight. And Gu Mo's sword is in the scabbard. This Bai Yaochen sneak attack. That's it? By Jiao? It's crazy to want to win. Several deans in the sky also shook their heads when they saw this scene. In my heart, I put Bai Yaochen on the blacklist. This Bai Yaochen can't be used much. Obviously, I have already lost, yet I can't afford to lose so much. 35. Even if it happens again, Gu Mo can break once and break twice. Gu Mo's trick is to break the magic, right? This pure restraint the Bai family's black poison technique. Shone. 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 I saw Gu Mo's wrist dancing at the speed of light. In an instant, 100 swords of light were cut out. The crow dissipated in an instant. Tread the wind. Ghostly. Gu Mo's speed attribute is directly increased by 200%. Like a ghost, he came to Bai Yaochen in an instant. There are still afterimages of Gu Mo on the ring. Bai Yaochen saw Gu Mo appear in front of him instantly. His eyes were full of incredible. There was even a hint of fear. Wrath of the swordsman. Strength, physique, and speed are directly doubled. A huge sword intent filled Gu Mo's body. I saw Gu Mo raised his hand. Snapped. A crisp slap resounded throughout the playground. A big fight was slapped on Bai Yaochen's face. This is 1,000+ power, a huge blow to the fan. Bai Yaochen's body instantly rotated 180 degrees. A fiery red slap print appeared on Bai Yaochen's face. This slap is to hit you and not talk about martial arts. Before Bai Yaochen could react, Gu Mo slapped him again. Snapped. You can't afford to lose this slap. How dare he hit me? Bai Yaochen looked at Gu Mo in disbelief. I am the first son of the Bai family in Shanghai. The future head of the Bai family. How dare he hit me? I have never suffered such humiliation since I was born. The color of resentment appeared directly in Bai Yaochen's eyes. This slap is to educate you not to show hatred. Snapped. Another big fight. Point 0. The power of the three big coercion is huge, and the insult is also extremely strong. Bai Yaochen had red slap prints on both sides of his face. His extremely fragile little body as a mage couldn't stand Gu Mo's three big fights. Just fainted. After the fight, Gu Mo murmured. Sure enough, there is nothing that cannot be resolved by a big fight. 95. If there is, then another big fight. Although Gu Mo's words were whispered, they were still caught on the screen. The audience immediately burst into laughter. It's so frustrating. Nothing can be solved by a big fight. Ha ha ha, I'm dying of laughter. 99. This Bai Yaochen does not talk about martial arts. He even attacked the little comrade Gu Mo. Have you noticed that the power attribute of Gu Mo is terrifying? 3 slaps directly knocked Bai Yaochen unconscious. 99. The students who had cast Bai Yaochen to move Gu Mo's footsteps had begun to despair when Gu Mo cut out the 5-sword chi. Unexpectedly, this sneak attack by Bai Yaochen accidentally made Gu Mo move. They cheered instantly. F***K, thank you bro for making Gu Mo move. 35. Hey, my points, my points. 5-fold. Although Brother Do is shameless, he has done a good deed. Several deans above the sky also laughed dumbly when they saw that Bai Yaochen was stunned by Gu Mo's 2 big fights. Pei Tian suddenly laughed and said, Ha ha ha, I didn't expect Gu Mo to be so grumpy. Okay. Dealing with a student who makes a sneak attack like this should let him have a long memory. I like Gu Mo's temperament very much. Such a good seedling should enter the combat academy. Wei Xuaning also raised the corners of his mouth. Hey, Gu Mo was hired by me. And he's a swordsman, so it's more appropriate to come to my weapons academy. Then several deans began to quarrel again which college Gu Mo belongs to. Gu Mo turned to the referee and said slowly, He's dizzy, end the game. 35. The referee was relieved from shock when he heard Gu Mo's voice. He actually slapped the first son of the Bai family 3 times. This Gu Mo is a ruthless man. The reputation of the Bai family was wiped out by these 2 slaps. 16-8, the first game, Gu Mo wins. There was an astonishing applause on the field. Without him, this game is really relieved to watch. This also severely pressed the Bai family's face to the ground and rubbed it. Then Gu Mo walked straight off the stage. Chen Qingyue also came to Gu Mo's side anxiously at this moment. Gu Mo, you knocked out the first son of the Bai family just now, and you don't want to leave school recently. The Bai family has always been stingy. Maybe they will retaliate against you. Wait for the school to warn the Bai family before leaving school. Shan. White House. But there is a 6th-order professional. Gu Mo doesn't think the Bai family has the guts to take revenge on him. As long as he is promoted to the 3rd rank, will the Bai family dare to take revenge on him? At this time, Feng Kiki dressed in Lolita also came to Gu Mo's side and said inexplicably, Is the Bai family strong? It's all right, Gu Mo, let me tell my dad that the Bai family will definitely not dare to trouble you. Why do I feel like I'm eating soft rice? Windhome? The owner of the Feng family seems to be a 7th-order professional. Chen Qingyue said without looking aside. I'm afraid the Feng family can't control Shanghai. 35. I'll go tell my grandfather, the Bai family will definitely not dare to trouble you Gu Mo. Your grandpa? Seemingly seeing the doubts in Gu Mo's eyes, Chen Qingyue said proudly. The dean of the master college is my grandfather Chen Yongxin. Dude, are there any backgrounds in this? No wonder Jianxian was not seen on the day he chose the dormitory. There's actually a backstage. After a while, the 6-8 game was over. Lin Ricken and Xiao Chu also easily won the game and reached the quarterfinals. Along with Su Mingyuan sacrificed the bottle of life and death. The injuries of the new students recovered in an instant. Bai Yaochen opened his eyes and looked at Gu Mo resentfully. Hateful. Are you still talking and laughing there? I will avenge this revenge. The lens skillfully projected Bai Yaochen's resentful eyes on the big screen, which attracted a burst of laughter from the audience outside the venue. Damn it, this dude still resents being a Gu Mo boss? Then it seems that 3 forced fights are not enough. I didn't wake up the forced fighting brothers 783. 35. Gu Mo is still a light hand. Fighter? Bai Yaochen looked at the big screen instantly and found that his own image was being projected on the screen. It turns out that Brother Pudu gave me a nickname? Hateful. It's all thanks to you. Gu Mo. Gu Mo, wait for me to slap you in the third order. Bai Yaochen immediately left the playground in shame. Then Pei Tian turned into a streamer and came to the playground and took out a box of small balls with labels. Now for an 8-for-4 game. Your advanced players come to draw lots. 35. Gu Mo took the lead and won number 1 again. Lin Ricken and Xiao Chu drew number 3 and number 4 respectively, and he showed a disappointed expression for 2 moments. The stronger Gu Mo is, the more they want to fight Gu Mo. Let's see who is the real Shanghai's first freshman. And the boy who won number 1 was a mask of pain on his face. In case Gu Mo opens his heart, how can he give himself 2 big fights with his backhand? My Pengcheng Liao family also wants to save face. Who wants to get a big fight in the face? Afterwards, the 8-in-4 competition was launched in full swing. This time, the competition is still in accordance with the serial number. Gu Mo slowly stepped onto the ring. And Liao Yongtao, the descendant of the Liao family, also walked up to the stage with a bitter expression. Seeing the 2 players walk into the ring, there was a burst of cheers from outside the arena. Gu Mo rush. I don't really approve of no more 2 big fights. Shoot that kid across from you. Hearing the words of the audience outside the venue, Liao Yongtao's face even broke out in cold sweat. Although he is the champion of Pengcheng province, he is not as fierce as Gu Mo. If you are lucky enough to meet other people's top 4 positions, you can also compete. How did you meet Gu Mo, the ultimate boss? Brother Gu Mo, don't slap your face when the game is coming. 35. After finishing speaking, he bowed to Gu Mo. Am I that scary? Am I the kind of person who slaps people in the face? Gu Mo had no choice but to nod his head. Seeing Gu Mo nodding, Liao Yongtao showed a touch of joy and said with a straight face, Pengcheng Liao family, Liao Yongtao, S-Class Professional Artillery Division, please advise. Gu Mo also salutes with hands. Gu Mo, S-Class Swordsman. 35. Please. Gu Mo then gestured for him to attack first. I saw that this Liao Yongtao directly condensed a huge sniper rifle 10 meters long. In an instant, endless spiritual power gathered towards this giant sniper rifle. The ability contained in this sniper rifle is enough to make people terrified. The fiery breath made the temperature of the entire playground rise several degrees. Pengcheng Li family. This is an expert in using weapons. This move that directly converts spiritual power into a weapon is really enviable. The energy contained in this sniper rifle may have reached the 3rd order peak. Gu Mo boss, danger. 35. Boom. I saw a devastating laser attack from this giant sniper rifle in an instant. The dazzling light directly changes the color of the sky. The terrifying airflow rushed straight in front of Gu Mo. Interesting. This gunner can still play like this. This is much more powerful than the gun thing in Suzhou University. It's a pity that the cooldown of the magic breaking style is 12 hours, otherwise this attack can be solved head-on. I saw Guimo move. It turned into a sword light and rushed straight towards Liao Yongtao. Tread the wind. Step forward. Liao Yongtao instantly aimed the muzzle of the giant sniper rifle at Guimo. However, he is still a step too late. He was aiming at an afterimage left by Guimo. Immediately feel bad. Guimo is already behind him. Moment. 5 sword lights flashed. Chong. 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 Liao Yongtao's 5 corners were cut off instantly. Looking at the fallen clothes fragments, Liao Yongtao handed over and said, I admit defeat. Thank you, Brother Guimo, for showing mercy. Thank you, Guimo, for not fighting a big fight. Let my Liao family leave a face. The referee didn't expect the fight to end so quickly. Once again, only one move was used to solve the opponent. The first game of the 8-for-4 freshman competition, Guimo wins. The audience outside the field did not expect that it was another move to defeat the opponent. This is too fast. The only regret is that Guimo did not have a big fight to serve the heirs of the Liao family. F*****KU, cowhide. 8-4 or 1 move to beat the opponent? Who among the freshmen can make Gumo's second shot? Yes. Brother Pudu can. Invincible. It seems that we can only see if Lin Rukin and Xiao Chu can force Guimo to make a second shot. I would like to call Guimo the fastest man in Shanghai's freshmen. When Lin Rukin saw the scene in front of him, his heart was also extremely solemn. He was far less arrogant than he appeared to be. Gumo's performance is already starting to pressure him. He asked himself that it was impossible to deal with the heirs of the Liao family who were famous for guns and guns so simply. Xiao Chu cheered along with the audience with a cheerful face. Guimo cowhide. Lin Rukin stared at Xiao Chu in surprise and said slowly, What a simple mind. 35. Xiao Chu looked at Lin Rukin with contempt. What do you know? The harder you blow Guimo now, the more stupid it will be to beat him to me? You don't understand this, and you say that I am simple-minded. 35. Guimo was speechless when he heard these words. Who can receive these 2 living treasures? Sure enough, God blessed them with their talents, but it took away their emotional intelligence. Do I really not hear it? Afterwards, Lin Rukin and Xiao Chu appeared one after another. All of them made it to the top 4 without a hitch. The other person in the top 4 is Shanghai's provincial champion Wu Xianqing, an S-class professional bright knight. Pei Tian looked at the 4 finalists with satisfaction. There are a lot of good seedlings this year. Any one of the top 16 may reach the height of last year's top 3. It's getting late, let's go to the semifinals and the championship tomorrow. Guimo also watched their fight. The strength of the 3 who entered the semifinals should not be underestimated. Moreover, it seems that Xiao Chu and Lin Rukin have not shown their true strength. I'm more and more looking forward to what kind of surprises these people can bring to me. Otherwise, it would be too boring to win the freshman competition so easily. Then everyone went back to their accommodation rooms. Early the next morning, the playground was already full of students who came to watch. The strength of these 4 people is the first place in the past years. And the most powerful among them is Guimo. No one can force him to use the second move. The key is to look good. Most of the seniors and seniors who came to watch are all for Guimo. This time, the principal came to watch the game. 6 figures appeared in the sky, the deans of each college and the principal Yi Zhenghua. Today is also the dean of the Battle Academy, Pei Tian, as the host. The top 4 players came to Pei Tian one after another. It's still the same rules. Draw lots to decide who to fight with. The winner goes to the championship fight, and the loser goes to the 3rd place fight. Guimo slowly took out the label inside the box, number 2. The narrator Xiao Chu burst out laughing when he saw the label in his hand. I'm number 2 too. I can finally fight you. Gu Mo. Let's see who is the strongest freshman. Lin Ricken and Wu Xianqing frowned upon hearing this. This is completely ignoring the two of them. Seeing this result, there was a burst of exclamation outside the field. Woohoo, this Xiao Chu will definitely be able to force out Gu Mo's full strength. This game is sure to be exciting. Dragon Blood Warrior Rush Rush. 35. Gu Mo is the strongest. Dragon Blood Warrior? Just a reckless man. How can there be a handsome Gu Mo with a sword? Gu Mo and Xiao Chu slowly walked towards the ring. Considering the strength of the two, this time the arena has fully applied 2 layers of formations. Xiao Chu immediately cupped his hands and said, S-level Dragon Blood Warrior. Xiao Chu is here to challenge. Let's have a hearty match. Our game is almost a championship fight. Gu Mo was speechless when he heard the words of the second middle schooler and said lightly, S-rank swordsman, Gu Mo. Gu Mo also let Xiao Chu on the opposite side move first. I saw Xiao Chu's whole body exuding powerful and terrifying black thin lines. Then you should be optimistic. Don't be blown away by my punch. Before the words were finished, Xiao Chu's figure was already in front of Gu Mo. The speed is astonishing. Boom! The iron fist with black light is already hitting Gu Mo. Chong! 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 Gu Mo quickly took out the floating lightsaber for defense. In the blink of an eye, Xiao Chu had already fired hundreds of punches. After images appeared in front of the audience. Every punch carries the aura of annihilation. But all were defended by Gu Mo. Warming is over. 9. I saw Xiao Chu murmured in his mouth. A dark red aura emerged from his body. His eyes became even more red, like the eyes of a giant dragon. Even the audience watching the projection can feel a shiver in the soul. F***K, this Xiao Chu's eyes are too terrifying. Is this the full strength of Xiao Chu? Just this aura makes me feel scary. This seems to be the first form of the Dragon Blood Warrior. I have seen the video of the Xiao family god of war fighting the king of monster beasts. Gu Mo saw Xiao Chu, whose eyes were full of dark red aura, and also began to really use Xiao Chu as an opponent. The floating lightsaber was tightly squeezed in both hands. It turned into an afterimage and killed Xiao Chu. Bang! 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 The huge collision sound rang through the entire playground directly through the 2 layers of defense. The audience can only see the afterimage of the two. In the blink of an eye, the two had already fought over 100 moves. At this moment, Xiao Chu's body was covered with sword marks. On the other hand, Gu Mo, not even a single corner of his clothes was damaged. Xiao Chu murmured, "Really happy. I haven't played so well in a long time. Gu Mo, I recognize your strength. But I don't know if you can handle this trick." The corners of Gu Mo's mouth twitched slightly. This is also the first time I have had such a hearty duel. The other geniuses are just too weak. You can't even beat your own level of strength. Let me see the true strength of the Dragon Blood Warriors. Between the words, I saw strong spiritual power fluctuations around Xiao Chu. Spiritual power gathers towards Xiao Chu like a vortex. In an instant, a huge dark red flying dragon appeared in everyone's sight. This giant dragon is 30 meters long. The audience at the scene was also boiling when they saw this amazing dragon. Dragon. Become a dragon directly. Is it so defiant? F***K, it's actually the second form of the Dragon Blood Warrior. 39. Cowboy Plath, I am fortunate enough to see the dragon form of the Dragon Blood Warrior with my own eyes. It seems that only the 8th Order God of War can display the second form of the Dragon Blood Warrior. This Xiao Chu has the resources of the God of War. Dragons have always been at the top of the food chain. As long as it is an adult dragon family, it is at least the existence of the 8th Order or above. Moreover, the dragon family has always seen the tail but not the head of the dragon, and ordinary people can never see the trace of a dragon family in their lives. I didn't expect that Xiao Chu could directly transform into such a powerful dragon. Rao is the principal, Yi Zhenghua, and several well-informed deans were also surprised when they saw the appearance of this giant dragon. How unexpectedly this kid Xiao Chu can display the second form of the dragon blood warrior. Hey! This kid is hiding so deeply. Xiao Chu will definitely be able to step into the 8th order realm. The 2nd order can cast the second form of the dragon blood warrior. This talent is probably more terrifying than his father. His father is only at the 6th rank to display the second form of the dragon blood warrior. I saw the corner of the dark red mouth crack and said to Gu Mo, "How about you, are you scared?" This uncle is the 2nd dragon blood warrior who can display the second form. It's too late to surrender now. My attribute alone is comparable to 3rd and 4th order monsters. While speaking, the dragon breath he spit out made people shudder. At this time, Gu Mo's expression also became solemn. But this inspired Gu Mo's fighting spirit even more. Comparable to the 4th order monster? I didn't kill myself either. I saw that the dark red dragon spewed out a mouthful of flames. The blazing heat is rising. Directly turned the entire arena into a flame field. This temperature made the audience at the scene feel a little suffocated. Sure, 5 slashes. Chong! 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 The 5 sword lights directly chop the flames to pieces. A powerful sword intent emerges on Gu Mo's body. This sword intent even caused waves of fluctuations in the arena defense formation. Be careful. My sword is very strong. Sword curse. Step forward. Gods can also be killed. Gu Mo directly turned into a sword light and slashed towards this terrifying dragon. This giant dragon transformed by Xiao Chu looks cumbersome, but it is extremely flexible. After images appeared in the arena. The aftermath of the battle between the two directly shattered the ring formation. Are these two really 2nd order? This strength is probably similar to that of a Tier 3 professional. Terror 04 is so scary. Even the formation is broken. Rao is the principal and the dean are also amazed. The strength of these two boys is so strong. I'm afraid even the professionals at the peak of the 3rd order can't play this strength. We Shanghai are lucky, we have 2 top talents. The battle between the two intensifies. Shattered. The amethyst arena was smashed directly. Even the space where they fought was distorted. It's over. 99. At this moment, Gu Mo's step forward has been superimposed more than 20 times. At this time, the sword light transformed by Gu Mo exudes a terrifying sword intent. Xiao Chu was also surprised when he felt this sword intent. Unleash your most powerful move directly. Burning fire. Endless hellfire spewed out of his mouth. I saw the sword light transformed by Gu Mo directly cut the fire of hell into 2 halves. At this moment, Gu Mo is carrying a monstrous sword intent. This sword intent is already condensing the entity. The light directly turned the entire sky into a piece of white. Horror. Chilling. A sword slashed the body of this dark red dragon. A mouthful of blood spurted out. Advertisement. Xiao Chu was directly beaten back to his human form. I surrender. Gu Mo, you really have the strength to be the number 1 freshman. 99. I'm completely overwhelmed. Gu Mo slowly retracted the floating lightsaber and said lightly, "You are too strong." It's the first time I've had such a hearty fight. There was cheers at the scene. Defeat the mighty dragons directly with the human body. This is nothing short of a miracle. Gu Mo. Invincible. It's too fierce to be able to defeat even a dragon-blooded warrior in the form of a giant dragon. 35. The two of them are completely 3rd order or even 4th order strength. The strength of this year's Tianjiao is too fierce. It is estimated that within a year, these geniuses will be able to enter the circle and kill alien beasts and demons. The referee also announced loudly at this time. The first game of the Freshman Big Game Final Four, Gu Mo wins. 99. When Lin Rukin saw such a powerful confrontation between the two, he was also very surprised. The second order can actually become a dragon form. Then Gu Mo can still directly beat it back to human form? The strength of these two is comparable to their own. Now Lin Rukin and Gu Mo are more eager to fight. Then came the duel between Lin Rukin and Wu Xianqing. The two-person battle also showed the strength of more than the second order. In the end, after some battles, Lin Rukin won the final victory. Su Mingyuan, the dean of the Imperial College, was late at the moment and directly sacrificed the bottle of life and death to restore the four people's injuries. After a period of rest, Pei Tian said excitedly, "The fight for the championship begins now." Lin Rukin to Gu Mo. The audience below screamed and cheered wildly. At this moment, because of Gu Mo's strong performance, he has become a champion candidate. But there are also many supporters of Lin Rukin. His profession is S-rank Dark Magister. This profession can store the scrolls of spiritual power made by oneself. As long as he has money, then his profession will be invincible. Directly bombing with a set of scrolls, you will have to peel off the skin if you don't die. And as the direct son of the Lin family, he has no money? That's impossible. Maybe there are fourth order or even fifth order dark talismans on his body. As soon as the two figures moved, they came to the renovated ring. Reinforcement plus, third order array method. Lin Rukin looked at Gu Mo excitedly. Gu Mo, I finally have a chance to fight with you today. 35. Let everyone see who is the first of Shanghai's new students. I hope you can do your best. Otherwise, you won't have a chance later. After speaking, Lin Rukin grabbed towards the air. Dozens of black talismans appeared in front of him. In an instant, these talismans turned into exotic beasts. I am a third-order alien beast charm. Enjoy. Gu Mo. 70 alien beasts appeared in front of Lin Rukin. With Lin Rukin's big hand, these beasts turned into afterimages and rushed towards Gu Mo. Lin Rukin's operation directly conquered the audience. F***K, this time it's a big move. 35. So this is Lin Rukin's true strength? 70 alien beasts were released at the beginning. This time Gu Mo is a bit tricky. Even if these alien beasts can't defeat Gu Mo, they can still make him lose spiritual power. The corners of Gu Mo's mouth twitched slightly. Tier 3 alien beast. If you don't get the sword heart transparent body, you may not be able to kill them in seconds. However, the transparent body of the sword can directly increase the power of your kendo skills by 200%. Plus the damage bonus of the sword heart and the floating lightsaber. My current kendo damage bonus is as high as 400%. Sword curse. Step forward. Endless sword intent spreads. Gu Mo is like a sword god at the moment. Directly turn into a sword light and kill these alien beasts. Chong. 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 The endless rays of light emitted by the sword light directly make people unable to open their eyes. In this way, Gu Mo, who turned into a sword light, shuttled among these alien beasts. Every flash of sword light means the death of this beast. Kill. A long river of blood appeared on the ring. Directly approach Lin Rukin step by step. These alien beasts are still slaying towards Gu Mo without fear of death. There are only afterimages of Gu Mo left on the field. The powerful sword light directly distorted the entire arena space. Lin Rukin also hurriedly retreated at this moment to distance himself from Gu Mo. The movements in his hands also did not stop. The 100 talismans appeared in front of Lin Rukin again. With Lin Rukin's big hand. These talismans turned into ice cones and quickly slashed towards Gu Mo. When the ice pick touches these alien beasts instantly turn into ice sculptures. The icy cold wind directly turned the ring into a piece of ice and snow. The air seems to be frozen by this horrible ice cone. Guo didn't expect Lin Rukin to use such a style of play. He doesn't care whether the alien beast he summons is alive or dead. This is completely different from his previous fighting style. It seems that this is his true strength. Sure, 5 slashes. Gumo's figure moved, and he directly slashed through 5 consecutive Shura 5 slashes. One after another, terrifying sword light rushed directly to the ice pick. Boom! When these two skills collided, the earth shook. The arena is scrapped again. The overflowing spiritual power fluctuations directly shattered the amethyst arena. Rock splash. Dusty. A burst of smoke directly blocked the view of the screen. Lin Rukin immediately put 2 talismans on his feet and flew directly into the air. Find where Guo is. In an instant, hundreds of colorful talismans were summoned by Lin Rukin. Thunder's Wrath. Third Order Talisman. The fire burns the sky. The Third Order Talisman. Cone of Frost. Third Order Talisman. The Vine of the Giant Tree. The Third Order Talisman. The Thorn of Gingjin. The Third Order Talisman. These talismans directly turned into a series of terrifying skills to kill at the corner of the ring. The audience at the scene was stunned. This is hundreds of talismans. Every talisman has the strongest blow of a Tier 3 powerhouse. How could this Guo win the past? After this set, Guo will be disabled even if he doesn't die. At this moment, the audience can't help but start to worry about Guo. Damn it, is it so cruel? Summon hundreds of talismans directly. How much energy will be lost? 5. I just started to get sour. Don't give me these talismans. Is this how top families fight? Love. Hopefully Guo won't be directly killed by these attacks. Gumo's heart tightened when he saw these attacks. Immediately used the rock control art of the Titan Ring. I saw that the broken amethyst stone instantly turned into a big hand and shot directly towards these terrifying offensives. Boom! This amethyst stone instantly turned into powder. This also bought time for Guo and directly turned into an afterimage to avoid the attack. Jump straight into the air. Step forward. Lin Rukin also responded very quickly. He quickly put 100 talismans on his body. Just take out a long spear and shoot at Guo. Guo, if you thought I was weak in melee combat, you were wrong. 35. Chong. The two fought abruptly in the air for hundreds of rounds. This is just 1 second of engagement. The sky is directly broken. A wave of terrifying spatial fluctuations appeared. One after another, sparks shine in the air. Bang! 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 The audience outside the venue couldn't see the two of them at all. F***K, are these two really second order? I'm afraid this attack can't stand the third order. Shoot 783 times in an instant. It's so terrifying. This class of freshmen are all devils. How can Lin Rukin be able to melee Guo for so long as a mage? I envy the hundreds of talismans on him. Even the principal and several deans were interested in the showdown between the two. This Lin Rukin is stronger than Xiao Chu's talent. His control over the talisman is absolutely perfect. And he has both long-range and short-range attack methods. It can be said that there is no shortcoming at all. 35. Guo is still as strong as ever. No matter who the opponent is, I don't think Guo will lose. 55. As long as this kind of momentum can break through the third order, then Guo is the sky high and the bird flying, and the sea is wide and the fish leaps. The battle between the two continues. Hit the ground directly from the air. At this moment, no place where the two have fought is intact. A crack appeared on the ground. Everywhere is in ruins. At this moment, Gu Mo directly used the technique of rock control again. A giant rock hand shot directly at Lin Rukin. Boom! Lin Rukin shot through the rock in an instant. It turned into powder. The rock smoke directly fills. Lin Rukin's pupils shrank. Gu Mo has turned into a sword light and appeared in front of Lin Rukin. The floating lightsaber also pressed against his throat. Lin Rukin's eyes instantly lost the will to fight. You actually lost. The physique that he was proud of actually failed. I lost. Gu Mo, you are the strongest peer I have ever met. You deserve the title of #1 Shanghai Jianxian. I hope you can break the bottleneck and become the first swordsman to step into Tier 3. If there is no opponent like you in this world, it will be my regret. If I use all my strength, you should not be my opponent. Gu Mo also smiled faintly. You are strong too. But how did you know that I used all my strength? As soon as these words came out, Lin Rukin was stunned. Yup. The swordsman's strongest blow, no thought of a sword. Legendary real damage. Lin Rukin instantly showed a wry smile. When the smoke dissipated, the screen showed Lin Rukin's throat being pressed against Gu Mo's sword. There was a burst of exclamation at the scene. Gu Mo boss. The first freshman. Gu Mo junior brother, directly crushed all the provincial capital Tianjiao. Climbing to the top. 35. Cow. Even the direct son of the Lin family in Beijing was defeated. Break streak. It would be great if Gu Mo wasn't a swordsman. Unfortunately, the swordsmen of Aoki University used to press the students of the same class, but unfortunately they are still second rank. Hearing this, everyone could not help feeling sorry for Gu Mo in their hearts. With such a powerful strength, why choose a swordsman? I heard that the other two occupations were also S-rank hidden occupations when he was elected. Principal Yi Zhenghua also smiled knowingly when he saw Gu Mo defeating Lin Rukin. It seems that the little guy Gu Mo has the hope of hitting the third rank. His strength now is much stronger than when the swordsmen at Aoki University first entered. I heard that as long as you pass the class transfer copy and get 3 more spirit swords, you can break through to Tier 3. 99. Wei Xuening also muttered at the moment. Isn't it that the swordsman from Aoki University has only obtained 2 spirit swords when he has reached the 3S level? Could it be true that the dungeon has a score that exceeds the 3rd S level or above? The principal also smiled and shook his head. Could a miracle happen? The referee announced directly and loudly. Freshman competition finals. Gu Mo wins. 9. There was a burst of warm applause from outside the venue. Bai Yaochen stared at Gu Mo's face on the screen with resentment. Damn, actually let this kind of person get the first place in the freshmen. This Xiao Chu and Lin Rukin are also 2 wastes. As a top family, you can't beat a commoner. At this moment, there are already girls with star eyes. Gu Mo's apprentice is too handsome. Strong and strong yet so handsome. Love, love. In an instant, Gu Mo has a bunch of Gu Mo's face powder again. At this moment, the familiar system bell rang. System prompt, congratulations to the host for completing the task of suppressing Tianjiao. Successfully won the first place in Shanghai University's freshman competition. Reward, S-level exercise Daluo sword cannon. System prompt, detected the S-level exercise Daluo sword cannon. Do you want to learn it? Study. This must be learned. Finally got this S-rank exercise. Not worth my hard work. Then Gu Mo checked the effect of the Daluo sword cannon. Daluo sword cannon, S-level exercises. According to rumors, the exercises created by the 9th level sword immortals can gain experience points all the time, 10 points of experience points per second, with no upper limit. If you actively practice the exercises, you can gain 100 experience points per second. It can increase the power of Kendo by 200%, the talent of Kendo by 200%, the perception of sword intent by 200%, and the speed of Kendo casting by 200%. The cultivation method created by the Ninth Order Sword Fairy? You can actually get experience value rewards all the time. The effects of other exercises that you have seen in your textbooks will only be rewarded with experience points when you actively practice them. Unexpectedly, this exercise can actually gain experience points all the time. But don't underestimate the increase of 10 experience points per second. 60 seconds in a minute, 60 minutes in an hour, 24 hours in a day. In this way, Gu Mo can get 860,000 experience points every day even if he doesn't take the initiative to practice this Daluo sword cannon. This is a lying down upgrade. Not to mention that this Daluo sword book also has a 200% increase in Kendo power, 200% Kendo talent, 200% Kendo casting speed, and 200% sword will comprehension. This S-level exercise simply makes Gu Mo have a sword heart transparent body again. Terrible so. Then there was the third runner-up battle between Xiao Chu and Wu Xianqing. Xiao Chu defeated Wu Xianqing with a slight advantage and won the third place for the freshman. At this time, the principal and several deans also came to the center of the playground. The principal personally issued certificates to the top 3 freshmen, as well as reward points. Then the principal Yi Zhenghua also encouraged the 3 of them. Gu Mo, upgrade well. Strive to be the first swordsman to step into Tier 3. The 3 of you can be said to be the top talents in China this year. 55. Don't be complacent. You must know that people can be arrogant, but they must have arrogance. The 3 Gu Mo looked at the sincere eyes of the principal, and Chi promised to become a humble, strong man. Then the principal announced the end of the freshman competition. Gu Mo, you stay. Come with me to the school treasury to choose a platinum-level weapon. After everyone left, the principal and several deans took Gu Mo to the school treasury. After a while, Gu Mo came to a place full of all kinds of forbidden formations. Gu Mo's sixth sense told him that as long as he forced his way into this treasure trove, he would definitely be wiped out by this formation. I saw that the principal slowly took out a token, and suddenly the lights were everywhere. A burst of golden light directly wrapped the 2 of them. Let's go. Go in and choose a weapon that suits you. 55. Then Gu Mo walked directly into the school treasure house with the principal. The other deans stayed outside waiting for the 2 of them. As soon as he entered the treasure trove, an overwhelming fragrance penetrated directly into Gu Mo's nose. Medicinal fragrance. At least a 6th grade medicinal herb can exude a medicinal fragrance. And so rich, there are probably a lot of 6th grade medicinal pills in this treasure house. I saw a huge square appear in Gu Mo's field of vision. Above the square are several attics. On its door plaque are written the Weapon Pavilion, the Pill Pavilion, the Fujuan Pavilion, and the Technique Pavilion. Then the principal took Gu Mo to the Weapons Pavilion. Rows of weapons are stacked directly in it. At least there are thousands of weapons. And they're all silver level and above. These weapons made Gu Mo's heart tickle. If all these weapons are fed to the floating lightsaber may be upgraded to a diamond level spirit sword. The principal proudly said. Well, the weapons in the treasure trove have been accumulated for hundreds of years to become what they are now. There are more than 100 platinum level weapons in it. There are even 10 diamond level weapons. 35. Go and choose a platinum level weapon that suits you. Of course, the weapons, equipment, and medicinal pills in this place can be exchanged for points. 35. Platinum weapons only need 50,000 points to redeem one. Damn, there are more than 100 platinum level weapons. There are also 10 diamond level weapons. Careless. If they are swallowed by the floating lightsaber, they can be directly promoted to become a king level spirit sword. I now have 100,000 points on myself. Enough to exchange for 2 platinum weapons. Forget it, even if you exchange 2 more platinum weapons, the floating lightsaber will not be upgraded to diamond. Or keep the points first, maybe there is something you want to exchange later. Then Gu Mo walked towards the place where the platinum level weapons were stored. followed by a 7th order boss. Gu Mo dare not make the slightest move. Gu Mo started to think about what kind of weapon he should choose. Since it is to be swallowed by the floating lightsaber, it is best to choose a weapon that increases the power of the skill. In the end, Gu Mo chose a Night Dagger. Dark Night Dagger. Quality, Platinum grade. Strength plus 200. Speed plus 200. Effect 1, skill power is increased by 50%. Effect 2, Assassin Backstab, lasts for 10 seconds after use. As long as you backstab the enemy, it will generate 100% crit. The principal looked at Gu Mo with a puzzled expression. But don't ask too much, it's Gu Mo's own choice after all. Then Gu Mo reluctantly followed the principal and left the treasure house. Several deans began to greet Gu Mo warmly as soon as they saw Gu Mo coming out, of course, not including the deans of the Master Academy and the Shadow Academy. The other 3 deans all want Gu Mo to enter their own academy. There is also competition between each academy. The key is that Gu Mo is so talented, what teacher would be unwilling to recruit such students? Pei Tian immediately said, Gu Mo, what's your plan later? Why don't you come to my battle academy? As long as you come to my battle academy, I will directly allocate the best resources to you. Hearing Pei Tian's words, Gu Mo can finally see why these 3 teachers are so enthusiastic about him. Turns out they wanted to join their academy. Best resource? Gu Mo looked at Pei Tian expectantly. Pei Tian coughed and said again, 4 dungeon opportunities per month. Plus I personally guide you in melee combat. At this time, Su Ming Yuan, who was dressed in black, also said in a crisp voice, Gu Mo little brother, how about coming to my sister's academy? My elder sister will teach you the art of mastering objects. If you want to control other things, can your elder sister also teach you? Hiss. This is a fairy. The art of imperial objects? The art of imperial masters can be learned. Wei Xuening on the side was also anxious at the moment. This is my own student. And he also promised his old friend to take good care of Gu Mo. Can't let the vixen and the simple-minded Pei Tian ruin Gu Mo. Gu Mo, did you know that your advanced stone tablet was given to you by me alone? You won't let my sister down, will you? And after you join my academy, I will tutor you individually in future courses. We're about the same age, it's definitely better for you to join my academy than to join theirs. The 2 deans on the side also looked incredible. Actually, Wei Xuening was so optimistic about Gu Mo before. During the special move, she gave Gu Mo the swordsman transfer tablet that she had only obtained after a near-death life. The swordsman transfer tablet was actually given to him by Wei Xuening alone. Gu Mo originally thought that the swordsman transfer monument was given to him by Shanghai University. That kindness must be repaid. Gu Mo must repay those who are kind to him. Definitely not coveting Wei Xuening's beauty. Thanks for the kindness of the 2 deans. I'll choose the Weapons Academy. The 2 deans next to them had disappointed expressions on their faces. At this time, the principal Yi Zhenghua also spoke. Okay, how can you look like a dean? How old are you? He's still making this gesture in front of the students. Since Gu Mo has chosen an academy, then Xiao Wei, you have to teach Gu Mo well. 35. Afterwards, Wei Xuening took Gu Mo to get acquainted with the Weapons Academy. Most of our weapons academies choose a profession that uses weapons more frequently. And there are a lot of girls in our college. It seems that there are still many of your fans. Gu Mo was ashamed for a while. Why didn't he realize that Wei Xuening was a talker? The girls in the Weapons Academy were excited when they saw Gu Mo following behind the dean. F***K, Gu Mo is following behind Dean Wei. It must be Gu Mo coming to our academy. Dean Wei. He actually abducted my male god to our academy. Hey, we can get the moon first near the water tower. What a tiger's word. Gu Mo felt helpless in his heart. This is falling into a wolf's den. Wei Xuening laughed lightly when she heard these words. The girls in our weapons academy are more hospitable. The more you get used to it, the better. After a while, the two of them came to the dean's office. As soon as he entered the office, Wei Xuening said, Gu Mo, do you know why the swordsman did not reach the third level? 99. Gu Mo shook his head blankly. Zhao Qianhao. If you have a system yourself, you will enter the third order sooner or later. How can you manage so much? Then Wei Xuening said slowly. That's because the chances of the swordsman's career transfer inscription appearing are very small. This is not the point. The point is that a swordsman needs to acquire 3 spirit swords if he wants to transfer to the third rank. Spirit sword? In that case, if you still lack 2 spirit swords, you will be able to advance. And even if you enter the swordsman transfer instance, you can only get 2 spirit swords even if you brush your score to the SSS level. And once you get the spirit sword in this copy, the spirit sword will be bound to the sword master. After the fusion of virtual and reality, there has not been a single spirit sword that was produced in places other than the swordsman transfer copy. So, you have to understand how difficult it is for a swordsman to transfer to Tier 3. Unless you can create a miracle. Brush this swordsman transfer copy to a higher score than the third level S level. Only in this way can it be possible to break through to the third level. Can you get 2 more spirit swords at the third S level? Doesn't that mean that as long as you have full experience points, you can successfully upgrade to Tier 3 by entering the swordsman class transfer dungeon? Seeing Gu Mo's confident expression, Wei Xuening said again, I don't really have anything to teach you about your fighting talent. Our weapons academy basically has a culture class once a week. If there is anything you don't understand, you can come and ask me. 35. Recently, there was a riot in the Wild Secret Realm in Shanghai, and it is estimated that your new students will enter it. That secret realm can only be entered by second-order professionals. It has existed for more than 10 years, and no one has been able to clear it. That's why our Shanghai University will recruit so many talents this year, just to get rid of the bosses in this secret realm this year. 39. Wild secrets. There was even a riot. Wild rifts are different from other rifts. The secret realms summoned by the time-space locator are all the secret realms that are included in the time-space locator after being cleared. There will be almost no monster riots. And if there is a riot in the wild secret realm, the alien beasts in it are very likely to enter the real world. Once these wild beasts come into reality, their power will be greatly enhanced. Even an ordinary exotic beast can be enhanced to Tier 6 or above. Therefore, once the wild secret realm is discovered in Huaxia, it is almost the first time that a master will be dispatched to clear it, and then recorded into the spacetime locator. Almost every province is guarded by a 7th-order powerhouse. It is to prevent the undiscovered monsters in the wild secrets from escaping into reality. Even Shanghai University hasn't conquered this secret realm for 10 years? 99. I hope this secret realm will allow me to directly upgrade to the 2nd-order Great Perfection. When the time comes, it will be directly promoted to the 3rd level. System prompt, trigger the quest, and go to the quest to ascend to the long tier of the Wild Dungeon. Requirements, you need to deal 100% damage to the dungeon boss, and clear the dungeon with the SSS score. 1. Trigger the mission again. The reward is actually a dragon egg. Dragons are extremely powerful beings. If you can cultivate it to adulthood, then you will be able to walk sideways on the earth and star directly. Who doesn't want to be a dragon knight? And after the 9th order, it can be transformed into a human form. Really? Dragon Knight. But this time the task is not easy. To actually deal 100% damage to this boss. This dungeon is a team dungeon that can accommodate 100 people. Gu Mo nodded calmly and said, Is it a secret in the wild? Then I'll go down and prepare. Then Gu Mo returned to the villa on the top of the mountain. The floating lightsaber and the night dagger appeared directly in front of Gu Mo. System prompt, When a platinum-level night dagger is detected, 1,000 energy points can be obtained by swallowing it. Is it swallowed? Devour. A streak of purple light shone throughout the villa. 5 minutes later. System tip: congratulations to the host. The floating lightsaber successfully swallowed and gained 1,000 energy points, strength 783 attribute plus 50, speed attribute plus 50, and kendo power increased by 30%. Not bad. This time, I directly obtained half of the attributes of the night dagger. Guo picked up the shining floating lightsaber and checked its properties. Floating light sword. Quality: Platinum, 13,000/10W. Strength plus 500 points, Constitution plus 100 points, Agility plus 150 points, Mental Strength plus 100 points. Sharpness plus 100%, Critical Chance plus 10%. Effect 1, Devour. You can devour 10 weapons of the same level to improve the quality of a rank, with no upper limit. Effect 2, Refinement. There is a chance to obtain its attributes and effects in the swallowed weapon. Effect 3, Spirit Sword, which can be controlled by divine sense, and sword moves can be used within 100 meters. Effect 4, the casting speed of Kendo is increased by 100%, and the power of Kendo is increased by 100%. Effect 5, Swordsman's Wrath. After use, the strength, constitution, and speed attribute points are doubled, lasting 10 seconds, cooling time, 1 day. Incomparably powerful. It's a pity that there are still 9 platinum-level weapons to be promoted to the diamond level. I hope that the wild copy can be a little more powerful. Then Guo practiced the Daluo sword cannon. One after another mysterious sword intent spreads around Guo. Day 2. Guo exits directly from the practice state. System prompt: this training of Daluo sword cannon has a total of 12 hours and gained 4,320,000 experience points. After a night of training, Guo did not feel any tiredness at all. Not even enough. 4.3 million experience points. Just by practicing day and night, you can reach the second order great perfection in more than 10 days. This Daluo sword cannon is too fierce. It is indeed a technique created by the 9th order sword fairy. Your current experience value can be improved by another level. System upgrade. A burst of golden light surrounded Gumo's body. System prompt: congratulations to the host for upgrading to the 2nd and 6th level, obtaining X 100 attribute points, and increasing the spiritual power value by 1,000 points. Guo directly added all 100 attribute points to his mental power this time. Mainly because the other 3 attributes are now far higher than spiritual power. Then Guo walked towards the Weapons Academy. Today is also the first day of a new student, so why don't you come here? As soon as he entered the Weapons Academy, he saw a small figure walking slowly with a shield that was taller than hers. Actually, this girl also chose the Weapons Academy? This girl with a shield is Feng Kiki. As soon as Feng Kiki saw Guo, she ran to Guo with her short legs. Brother Guo, I didn't expect you to choose the Weapon Academy too. Guo nodded. According to common sense, shouldn't her Wind Master choose the Mage Academy? Touching her head with double ponytails, she muttered. Coco, you also choose the Weapons Academy? Who doesn't like a soft and cute girl who follows her? Cuteness is king. I saw the Wind and Coco enjoying it and said, the main reason is that the defensive ability of Yufengshi is too weak, so I want to come to the Weapons Academy to learn how to use the shield. I heard that the Weapon Academy has a lot of skill books about weapons. The two walked to the meeting room of the Weapons Academy. At this time, Wei Xuening said directly and slowly. Last night, there was another riot in the Wild Secret Realm in Shanghai, and it is estimated that the enchantment of the secret realm will be broken by these alien beasts a few more times. So for this reason, several of our deans and the principal discussed it, and decided that you freshmen who have performed well in the freshman competition will enter this wild secret realm from today. You are all the proud sons of China. I hope you can complete the first task assigned to you by the school. Explore this wild secret. Gumo's eyes brightened. I didn't expect to be able to enter that wild secret realm today. It's faster to upgrade yourself to Tier 3. After finishing speaking, Wei Xuening brought a group of freshmen from the Weapons Academy to a huge formation outside the school. At this moment, the outside of the array of light is already crowded with new students. All the freshmen selected by other colleges are also here. 100 freshmen in total. The maximum capacity of this secret realm can only be entered by 100 people at the same time. Wei Xuening slowly said to Gu Mo and Feng Kiki, who were beside him. Because that secret realm is in the depths of Shanghai Mountains, it is necessary to use this teleportation array to teleport you there. Only these 2 provincial champions have joined in my academy this time. That must have taken extra care. When Gu Mo heard Wei Xuening's words, he couldn't help but look at the huge light array in front of him curiously. Teleport array. Since the virtual invasion of reality, the provinces have been occupied by mountains of alien beasts. And these alien beasts are basically 7th order or even 8th order. If you want to cross the province, you must pass this teleportation array. Unless you want to try your luck and hope you don't get spotted by the kings of these mountains. Along with Jianxian, the dean of the Master College, he raised his staff high. The violent magic power blooms directly on him. This huge formation is slowly opening. Then everyone entered the formation. This formation has fully accommodated all 100 freshmen. One after another magic power wrapped everyone. In an instant, everyone came to the depths of the Shanghai Mountains. And this area is protected by a faint barrier for a few miles. It is to prevent the abnormality inside from breaking through the barrier and entering the real world. I saw the principal Yijingwa said slowly. This secret realm is called Jianxian Long Rank, and it is a 9th level secret realm. The first 7 floors are elite level or boss level mobs, the next 8 floors are a 3rd order peak lord level monster, and the 9th floor is a 3rd order peak overlord level monster. 99. I hope you can work together to bring this secret realm to the raiders. This dungeon portal is divided into 2 sides. You can divide into 2 teams to kill the alien beasts on the first 7 floors. Your seniors and other freshmen will also pay attention to the performance in your dungeons. Entering the dungeon this time also requires wearing the live broadcast wrist guard. This is not only an opportunity to express oneself again, but the live broadcast also allows other students to see how they deal with these monsters in the dungeon. The 3rd order peak overlord monster. The attributes of the overlord level seem to be 10 times that of the lord level. If this came out of this wild dungeon, I'm afraid it's at least a 7th order or even 8th order tyrannical boss. It's no wonder that we, the provincial champion freshmen, came to attack this dungeon the next day. If this dungeon cannot be mastered, I am afraid that the entire Shanghai will be in danger. Not far away, it is where the cracks in time and space are located. The terrifying aura it exudes is far more terrifying than the time-space cracks summoned by the time-space locator. Gu Mo came directly to the front of the space-time crack. 2nd order dungeon, Ascension to God Long Rank. Grade, Platinum grade. Number of people, it can accommodate 100 people. Professor Gu Mo, do you want to enter? Enter. For a while, the world was spinning, and the scene in front of Gu Mo's eyes changed. A dark and obscure altar appeared in front of Gu Mo's eyes. It's a pity that there are no quests issued for this field copy. Otherwise, this dungeon will definitely be upgraded to the 2nd order Great Perfection. At this time, another 99 freshmen also entered the copy. Not far from them, there are densely populated elite level 3rd order alien beasts. Behind the alien beast are 2 diametrically opposed portals, one on the left and one on the right at the edge of the copy. I saw Lin Ricken said slowly. This dungeon is so powerful, how about we form a team together? After all, we are here to clear this dungeon and eliminate hidden dangers. Divided into 2 teams, and each team entered the portals on the left and right. Many freshmen have been frightened by the last boss of the third order peak overlord level. Dang even agreed with Lin Ricken's suggestion. Gu Mo is just here to level up. Tier 3 peak? Overlord level? Can fight. Let's form a team. I'm training and leveling alone. If you form a team, you won't be able to complete the mission by yourself. You must kill the dungeon boss before them. If you miss this mission, you will not know when you will get a powerful pet. Everyone frowned when they heard that Gu Mo was alone. Although Gu Mo is the first freshman. But the boss in this is the overlord monster of the third order peak. And actually want to directly monopolize the alien beast in another portal? This is pure experience value. The faces of these freshmen became ugly, but they dared not speak due to Gu Mo's powerful strength. At this time, Jianxian suddenly smiled and said, "That's an overlord monster. Since the first freshman looks down on us, why should we team up with him? The first person of the freshmen wants to monopolize the experience points, but I didn't expect some people to be so selfish." These remarks also made the new students feel uncomfortable. This Gu Mo just looked down on himself and others. I also want to exclusive the experience value rewards of the first 5 floors. Gu Mo didn't take Jianxian's words to heart. This kid seems to be the last time that the 3 big fights did not let him realize the sinister society. Lin Ricken immediately came out to smooth things out and said slowly. He didn't want to get into an infighting before he started cleaning up the dungeon. Forget it, then wait for us on the 9th floor. We'll clean up all these mobs before going up to find you. It's good to have a team for all of us. The boss on the 9th floor is Overlord. Even if I use my whole cards, I won't necessarily be able to kill him. Then Gu Mo took out the floating lightsaber and rushed towards the monster pile on the right. The image at this moment is also projected on the playground of Shanghai University. The freshmen and old students who came to watch the game could not help frowning when they heard Gu Mo acting alone. Gu Mo is too arrogant. I don't want to team up with them for my own benefit. I misread Gu Mo. Overlord-level monsters are not comparable to Lord-level monsters. And even the monsters on the first few floors are elite boss tier 3. At least 1/3 of the new students who entered this dungeon of ascension to God in the past years died in it. At this moment, there was a burst of disdainful laughter. Do you really think that you are an invincible swordsman of the 2nd rank, and you are defiant? When I entered the 9th floor that year, even the first freshman died under the flames of that giant dragon. The surrounding crowd suddenly turned around. F***K, it's Senior Wang Muchuan in the 3rd year. This is the Senior Wang Muchuan, the first person in the junior year? He now has the strength of the 4th order peak. Senior Wang said so you can see the horror of this copy. Gu Mo is still too impulsive. If you team up with those geniuses, you should have a high chance of clearing this dungeon. I hope this dungeon barrier will not be broken by these monsters. Otherwise Shanghai will be in danger.